Hello, everyone.
Yeah, welcome on everybody. I hope you guys are having yourself a lovely Saturday today. We are live earlier than I initially posted because, oh man, we got things taken care of in advance. So, hell yeah. So, I didn't have an intro prepared, so we're just gonna go down the list to introduce each person.
Yes.
Yes. So starting from the top of our totem pole of adventures, we have our. God, I'm so blanking today. Ugh, it's one of those days.
Our pseudodragon.
Yes, our pseudodragon there, Paarth.
Not so little pseudodragon, now fairy dragon thingy bobber. I'm a
No,
big
Exactly.
Not so small anymore.
Oh yeah. And beneath our not so small pseudodragon is our very vicious Vladimir Wolf.
Wolf? I am full-fledged fox. Besides, I'm only vicious when I absolutely need to be. Which is most of the time because of how people have been lately. But hello!
Indeed. And then we have our other Russian, Valkin.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome on into the stream. And, well, we will see about the whole vicious thing there. I do anticipate that Vladimir will be getting rather bloody there this session.
Oh, now I get it. The foxes are rushing because foxes rush everywhere. They're rushing.
He finally gets it.
Yeah, guys, he finally gets it.
Yeah, very, very good. Let's get vodka later on.
Yeah. This is true with Minsk. Anyway, and then we also have our last player, who is our residential cleric, in Norelor.
Hello. I'm still laughing at that joke.
I'll turn you up a little bit. There we go. This bouncing audio is hard. Anyway, yes, we are continuing with our potential final session for a Guild of Trunarth. I say potential because it depends on what these goofs and do. So, I will go ahead and do a recap of what happened last session, so just in case y'all don't know, and then I will introduce your depths into the Wave Echo Cave. So, and also as a reminder, we do have two perspectives that are going at this time. We have the Dungeon Master's perspective, so if you want to see it from my end, you should watch it on my channel. Or if you prefer to listen on in from the player's perspective, then Dawnbreaker is going to be actually live streaming as well. Though we always do encourage that you pull up both streams, just mute the person that you don't want to hear more often.
Well, you'll be hearing each of us stand there equally. It's a matter of whose perspective you want to see.
Yeah, go. It's the same.
We do have that, invading each other's stream and doing the same game thing going on.
By the way, since my internet conked out, can you yank me again?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment.
Yeah, folks, my internet decided to go like literally as we were doing the countdown. It's like, thanks, internet.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being an idiot.
Internet works flawlessly all morning, and then it goes, oh, you're about to stream? Time to die!
Yeah, we gotta love those technical errors, because it wouldn't be a good live stream without technical errors.
No, but of course. That's always how it goes. It's unwritten rule.
Yes. Also, as a quick thing before we get started, if you're watching from moi's perspective, I'm probably not going to be responding to messages so often, though our chats are linked between the two of us. I am focusing being a dungeon master. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. So.
And this way you get twice the devs, so I can go merp like this, and you get 2 merps.
Yeah, 2 merps for the price of 1. So, with that in mind, how are y'all feeling about this session, knowing you've gone so far?
Surprisingly, non-violent.
Yes, which is a perfect segue towards our recap. So, in our last session, the game plan has been set, and the board and the pieces on the board have been placed properly for your assault against not only your uncle there, Valkin, but also against the entire assault against this wave echo cave. A cave that is supposed to have these bountiful amounts of riches and treasures, but also one very rare and extremely powerful magical weapon, or not weapon, sorry, item known as the Forge of Spells. A literal forge that has been used to create weapons and items that have changed the course of history itself. And you're within enemy territory now. As you've sneaked through the cave, at least of the first portion of it or so, where the hideout of these enemies are, you successfully stealthed your way through the entire area without being noticed. And also by knocking a fish over, causing people to be really upset about their dinner potentially being ruined.
Yes.
Well, it served as a distraction.
Meanwhile, they were all yelling at each other, saying, "See, I told you a wooden stake wasn't gonna work!"
And you see, if people said that we were going to break and enter via a phishing scheme, I would have thought something else, but...
Right. But you did manage to enter into enemy territory without being detected, thanks to the additional distractions that you had from your other party members, aka Vulcan's father, Clovis, and Aknon. So, thanks to their very much large distraction of explosions, you make your way into the actual Wave Echo Cave. And let me give you the first introduction towards the cave entrance.
And,
The entrance... Oh.
1 second. I have just noticed that my stupid microphone is not recording.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Ooh.
I am not
one of those...
so.
I'm talking and my thing's not moving, which means, yet again, something in Windows has moved the microphone in OBS. OBS, stop doing that. I have directly assigned my microphone to the device. No, don't go to default. Go to my headset microphone, the one I explicitly mark every single damn time. There.
Right.
Alright. So, sorry folks, on my recording, you're missing all the audio for the first 9 minutes of the recording because goddamn Windows keeps freaking erasing my damn settings from my microphone.
Well, I've got that bit of audio on my side for recording, so there we go.
Yeah, that irritates the hell out of me. I realized it wasn't moving suddenly when I was talking. I was like, wait a sec. Stop deleting my freaking microphone. I'd never unplug it. It's literally never unplugged from this PC. It's always plugged in. Stop, deleting it from OBS. Alright, sorry, Ace. Go ahead.
You good? Also, we didn't even get started with the actual session yet, so you're good to go.
Yep.
Anyway, the entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by a natural pillar of rock and containing 3 stalagmites. In the western part of the cave, beyond the column of rocks, are 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies: sacks of flour, bags of salt, cask of salted meats, lanterns, flask of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and all other sorts of like excavation gear. Amidst the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner, dead, which looks to be for about a week. The northeastern section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. A sturdy hemp rope is tied off around a nearby stalagmite and dangles downwards the side of the pit, at the bottom of which a rough hewn tunnel heading northwest and east. So this looks like that this would have been at least a prior campsite for the Rock Seekers, aka like the man Gundren that you had saved or so, excavation crew. So seems that things did not go so well there. But with that bit of information, how do you proceed?
Vladimir would like to go and investigate the corpse. Perhaps even identify... might be a complete stranger to him, but to him, he sees the dead dwarf and goes, "Don't tell me that's Gundren."
Yeah, so you'll go like right about to here. That's where the body's at, along with the different treasures and such. And whoever wants to investigate the body, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, no. Not at advantage. How
I'd
dare
like
you?
to help him out there with the investigation.
Okay, I haven't tried rolling yet, so does that change anything?
Yeah, if you haven't rolled yet, then go ahead and roll.
Breakers. Valkin said he was helping, so
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage then.
okay. That. Slide this over and yeet right into the abyss. Lovely. Oh, the abyss is my friend.
Oh, the abyss. I loved her.
So that'll be 21 total.
Okay, and then Norelor, I see that you rolled 20 there. Paarth, was there anything that you were wanting to do while they're investigating?
Paarth will just simply do a general perception check for any sounds of movement or any potential threats.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check based on hearing.
And also, Norelor, don't forget to keep your token with Paarth.
Right.
There you go.
You're right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I obviously will take the 19 on that roll.
Okay.
So that was... where did my roll go? 23.
Hell yes. Okay. So I'll start off with you, Dav, because, it's just simple. As you try to focus in on the cave and everything, it's quiet in this section. Not even like a rat or a spider you can hear crawling around. And that is a little bit nerve-wracking for you.
There's literally nothing but the sound of water dripping.
Like water dripping, like anything in the natural environment. Besides your own footsteps and everything that you all are doing, there's no other bits of sound.
Is there a harsh echo whenever we make any noise?
There's a little bit of an echo when like you do like footsteps and such. So it may give you a concern of wanting to stride carefully as you go around, but it's also really hard to tell since you're just entering the cave and you're about to do this, like, essentially there's this 20-foot drop or so before you.
Paarth would suggest to the other party members to keep their voices down, because our voices may echo quite a distance in the cave.
Mm, I would agree. We'll keep quiet.
Okay. 1 second, I have to respond to Zephyr on something. I'm excited about tomorrow as well, so I'm like, yay!
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So for those of you who investigated the body, a 20 was needed for your check, so you all succeed. As you survey the corpse and everything, one thing that was a bit hard to notice within the body itself, which mainly has kind of decomposed to a point where you can mostly see skeleton, but also just kind of like bits and pieces of like rotted flesh. You notice that there's a kind of a dog tag that has now kind of landed itself in the middle of the rib cage of this dwarf. And as you pick it up, and kind of like carefully like kind of wipe it down a little bit, as there's a bit of debris and other things on it, you are able to get the name of Tharden, Rock Seeker.
We'll at least.
Father?
We'll at
Hey,
least.
who was that?
At least-
Sorry, that was.
Somebody's cell phone buzzed right through the mic.
Yeah.
Not mine, but okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Vladimir looks over the dog tags and goes, "Well, at least it ain't Gundren, but it is part of the same clan."
Yeah. You've also already saved like Gundren before, so he's in safekeeping. But
Well,
One small comment: we're missing our smallest party member. Where's Hoots?
oh yes, let me get Hoots out for you.
yeah, that's a good point.
Might be. I forgot that y'all had Hoots out.
But while Ace is getting that set up, is it Vlad were the dog tags just like loose, or were they still like wrapped around the body's like neck?
It was still wrapped around the body's neck, but it's just because of there being like an aspect of decay and such. It kind of just like dangles from a rib cage and like kind of hangs in the middle or so between like rotted organs.
So these dog tags could be easily removed without causing too much of a ruckus.
Yeah, exactly. Like barely,
Okay.
like barely an inconvenience.
So then Vlad's going to remove the dog tags, and he holds the dog tags, looks up at Valkin, and goes, "You know what's typically done with dog tags, right?"
There. You mean, if someone is around, they are secured between the teeth?
But it is effectively a marker of the individual that has passed when they are retrieved from their body, and they get turned into either their teammates or their leader, or a member of their clan to be turned in for their leader. So it's basically, in that manner, it's a notification of the person has passed. So hopefully, if we find someone, we can turn these into them. And he's going to pocket the dog tags. It's basic military slash
Adventurers code, yeah.
well, I was going to say mercenary code, but fair enough.
In addition to the dog tags, though, you also do notice that the thing that is most kind of clean and kept on the body is a pair of boots that Tharden is still wearing. It seems to have like multiple different sorts of like buckles around, like just above the ankle and slightly more above the ankle, in addition to more on like wrapping around the like top of the foot, along with a more kind of metal-esque sort of bottom. As you notice, with your investigation, of course, Tharden was wearing a boots of striding and springing, which is an uncommon magical item. Yes. So, they still are clean. So it looks like that whatever killed Tharden just didn't really pay attention to the boots. But these are pretty well, like, good set of pairs that can be adjustable. So, yeah,
That's intriguing.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying that's intriguing. That's it.
Yeah. Besides that, I mean, it's just the rest has already been described. It's there's not really much else of use around here.
There.
Meanwhile, Paarth is slowly peering over the edge of the cliff there.
All right. Yeah, the drop definitely looks like something that it wouldn't be much of a concern for you there, Paarth, but as you do know that there is at least like one kind of rope basically on the like the west pillar that's next to you, aka the one on your character's left. But it would still be like a little more difficult to get down or so without getting hurt.
So my hominid friends are gonna have trouble climbing down?
You can tell there's definitely going to be a check to get down, but for the most part, like I doubt it would be too much of a concern. It's more about getting back up that might be the problem.
Yeah, does the cliff look climbable to Paarth standards?
It's climbable in any general standard, though of course it is with the way that it is, and there's a little bit of kind of like a watery dew on the rocks itself. It can definitely cause some sort of slip and fall. Also, let's see here. Should we take them? Oh, okay, no, it's just Norelor speaking, so.
Oh, go ahead.
I believe we should take them there, if nothing else, but to return them. Though I would imagine if he is of the same clan as Gunjan, that his friends and family would expect us to. In fact, I would believe he would expect us to use them in order to stop what is happening here, if they can at all be of help.
I could see these being used.
There.
So it's just a matter of who would best fit them.
Norelor, how are you feeling about your ability to engage the enemy? Would being able to move more swiftly aid you?
Wait, what does the item do?
So the boots of striding and springing. While you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet, unless your walking speed is higher than that, and your speed is not reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
Goes. Hey, it's not gonna feeling jumping around is not how we're gonna take care of things here.
Meanwhile, Paarth's just giving it a side eye, thinking about trying to wear 4 boots.
I mean, her space speed is 30, so it's not like it's gonna increase it for her.
It basically gives you the jumpy thing and helps with encumbrance, I guess.
What do you decide? To take the boots or to leave them?
Oh, we're taking the boots. There.
Nothing
Yeah,
else.
a small question is if it's gonna.
Sorry, I was just gonna say we can always
Yeah,
give them to next of kin afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my line of thinking. Use it to deal with any problems here, and give it back to the clan afterwards.
Okay. Sounds good. Yep. So whoever goes ahead and pockets it on their end, just make sure that you write down boots of striding and springing. And yep, then you can continue along your way.
So,
I just sent a spelling
Yeah.
for in chat.
so who's pocketing the boots? Me or you, Valkin? Since we're right next to the body.
There. I believe you can go ahead and pocket them.
What? None of you guys are gonna be rebooting?
Vladimir still has the boots of Misty Step that he has yet to use.
What's Valkin using for boots?
There. I do not have any boots.
Well, then either Valkin or Norelor can benefit from it, because I don't think either of you have special boots. Even though it's a
There.
small benefit, it's a benefit. Jumping can be useful in caves.
That they can be. So see here. Norlor, would you like to go and take them for the jumping aspect there?
I suppose that could prove useful.
Alright.
Well,
And
they're all having their fun. Ace, I inspect the rope. Is it in perfect quality, or would I judge that I should use my own rope?
It's in a good enough condition to use still. There's not really much any wear and tear that's been used on it, so it's more just about like, can you safely climb up and climb back down with the like wet stone walls and such, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of areas for more like of a dynamic climb than anything, so.
Noted. When there's a moment, Paarth will mention that to the party. Paarth can easily just air brake his way down with one person, but climbing back up again will be difficult for him.
Alright.
And after all of that is said and done, let's take a look at the ledge here.
Well, I think we can probably use these stalagmites here to hook onto and maybe do a sort of pulley system to lower us down. Someone can ride on Paarth and then let out the rope from the bottom to help those climbing down.
Well, Norelor is already okay.
Okay,
I will remember, Vulcan. Norelor is already on Paarth, so they are covered. Just us that we have to worry about.
Oh,
To
see,
me
does it actually help having two ropes from two different points to climb?
Not really. It's just you have two different ways to grab onto something. But of course, like if you're in the middle and let's say like one rope breaks or so, then you're just being dragged along the one side of the other, you know? Because you start going into pendulum effect. So if you might clip yourself on a wall or something like that and then just fall.
You can also have the ropes effectively tied to the same point along yourself, so that if one breaks there is no pendulum-like effect.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how long this rope has been here. I would rather tie off new rope on same and have it lay out same way as old rope in case old one breaks.
Duh.
Paarth nods and gestures at his saddle pack.
And, no, Lord, you bring up good point. That would be useful for any particular handholds or footholds.
Yeah.
So
the only thing with
Paarth comments, although I can cast the spell, I can only reach so far as I cast it.
Mhm.
We'll let one. You can do that as you are able, and then we will go from there.
Alright, Ace. Paarth repeatedly casts Prestidigitation to clean the stone from the top lip as far down as he can reach with his spell.
Okay, and you glide down as you do so.
Hold on.
Oh.
Before that, Vladimir is going to fetch the second rope from
Paarth's pack.
Paarth's pack.
Okay. So, and then you're just gonna fashion the rope around it and kind of twist it around it so that way you have more coverage or leverage.
So effectively, what Vladimir's going to do is he's basically setting up the second rope so that if the first one ever breaks, there's still the backup one to be able to get out with.
So in other words, you're just going to braid them together.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Vlad, go ahead and give me a survival check. As Paarth, you essentially glide down, trying to dry the wall off as much as possible. Though a thing that you notice as you start to go back down is it seems like more water starts to appear faster than you can dry it off.
Ooh, that is not a good roll.
The stone is probably weeping.
That's correct.
Yeah. Paarth gives up once he notices the stone keeps getting wet again, and comments up above to the others. The stone, it weeps. The underground. This must all be underground limestone.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, actually, since you'll be doing that, Paarth, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is... Sorry, gotta clear some windows out of my way. Passive perception is 14.
14, okay. As you clean it and notice the walls get more wet, you actually notice that it doesn't look like it's water. It looks slimier. Like, is there like an ooze behind this wall? Because it looks like it has a kind of a transparency that is like water. However, it has more of a molasses sort of like speed. It's slower in that regard, but despite its slower speed, it does kind of like wet the wall quickly from like multiple different angles.
Paarth sniffs towards it. Does it smell like anything he's been able to identify?
It's not something that you would have been able to notice, but you do know it doesn't smell like water. It kind of smells like something that's been rotting for a while, with a hint of apple.
Hint of apple.
Yeah.
Paarth seems to tilt his head side to side as he's looking at the weeping wall, and gently calls up above without trying to raise his voice too much.
Yeah.
The wall is weeping something other than water. I can't tell what it is. It smells vile.
And as you say that, Vlad, yeah, this is trying to tie down 2 hemp ropes and braid them together is definitely pretty rough to do. But you're able to get like something roughly fashioned, though you don't feel too confident in your job.
Second attempt?
He just
Like a
twisted through the
retry?
air.
Like
give
looking
you-
at it going, "Ooh, let me try that again."
I'll give you one more chance at doing so.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not exactly a rushed action, so.
Yeah.
True.
Valkin, give me hand here.
Alright, here. On. Let me get the rope secured.
This is the equivalent of forgetting how to tie your shoes twice.
I've never dealt with this style of rope before.
Here. Let me see if braiding two ropes in together doesn't work too well there, but we can have a twist of sorts and intermittent knots along it for better handholding.
Now it's Vulcan's turn for survival rolls.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Alright. See here, survival. Oh, hang on. Normal roll, please.
Yep.
There's just gonna be a bunch of D20s just hiding in the abyss.
Yeah, I'll make sure to clear it out when I get a chance.
16.
All right. I would say that you definitely do a lot better job of being able to secure these ropes. And you feel like you have a bit more of a stable platform going onto this. So, there we go.
And there. Well, the survival trainings there seem to pay off.
I just thought of something terrible. As soon as we get to the deepest depths of the cave, Ace has us fight a rock golem for every dice we threw into the void.
Oh, don't give him ideas.
Dice Golem, let's go.
You betrayed me and you cast me to the void. Now I will get my revenge. It's like 5 inches tall.
You rolled me to the abyss. Now I roll over you. You get a nat 20 and he's just like, no you don't, and he just throws his own d20 to counteract yours.
Dice Golem goes, I roll for attack. Throws dice, like physical dice, at the the actual character. Like, what the fuck?
Perfect. Okay, so then who is all going to descend down the rope?
Do you want to go first, or should I?
I'll go ahead and then go first. I did tie the thing, after all.
Alright, I'll watch the rope up here. Give a couple more, just give me a signal when you made it down bottom.
There. Right. There. Alright. And I'm going to begin descending the rope here, and using prestidigitation to kind of give an immediate clearing of any extra slippery parts. And there where I'm trying to hold on to.
I would say with the supported rope, you're able to get down without needing a sort of like foot leverage or so. Though, as you notice, as you do your prestidigitation to clear the walls, you do see that the moisture that was there just rapidly like clears away any of the drying that you would do.
Mm-hmm.
As you can hear, like as your feet go against the walls, like even if you dried off an area, it kind of feels like it re-moisturizes, and then you just hear this sort of like sticking and clinging against your shoes. I kind of like you stepped in a huge wad of gum.
This is most peculiar. Never seen anything quite like it.
And as Valkin is descending the rope, Vladimir is watching the anchor point on the stalagmite.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of watching how the rope reacts, how the notch point is, you know.
The rope stands strong. You're good to go.
I give the rope kind of a side-to-side shake there to signal that I'm down and he can proceed after me.
And with that signal, Vladimir begins his descent down the rope.
I was going to mention this on the last person, but I couldn't find a spot to say so. Paarth ushers Norelor off his back for a moment and moves to the bottom of the rope, ready to catch to break Vladimir's fall in case he suddenly slips. I understand I'll probably take some damage for this, but if I reduce our total damage by catching him, I will do so.
The fact that you guys already fashioned the rope and strengthened it, there's not going to be a required saving throw, so you can just get down safely.
Okie dokie then, but
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah. The only thing though, Vlad, is that your shoes will also become extra sticky, because of the wall.
Ugh. This is just nasty.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, Paarth tries to cast Prestidigitation on Valkin's boots to see if they go back to normal.
It does not, unfortunately. You try to clean up the shoes as you can. Everything else besides the bottom of the shoes stays there, as it looks like that. It doesn't look like it's some sort of magical enchantment or so against the wall, but something more organic has now clinged to you both. So for the duration, until whatever this is fully taken care of, both of you guys will have disadvantage on all stealth checks because you are sticking in, clinging to your shoes.
So you're literally doing the thing of walking down the hallway.
Pretty much, yeah.
There. Right. I would like to basically remove my boots there, and then apply a very directed shocking grasp to the gunk under there.
Okay.
Paarth steps back.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Alright. Let's see here. That is going to be... What's the thing? Alright.
Just a reminder, Vlad, you have a normal gun. It's not the kitchen gun. Don't shoot the gunk off your boots.
There.
The kitchen gun cleans up messes in an instant. Just like
Alright.
you.
25 to attack just the gunk on the boots.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll something. Odds or evens?
Let's go with evens.
Evens? Okay. Okay. So, as you go to shock the area of... Wait, what was going on? Oh, that's just the shadow that I have above me. As you kind of take this opportunity to get rid of any of this slime-like substance on your shoes, essentially it fizzles and bubbles and boils before a popping noise occurs, as you are able to essentially get rid of this jelly that has been stuck on your shoes, without destroying your boots.
There. Oh, I use Prestidigitation
Oh,
to...
wait, sorry, that was lightning damage, correct?
And there. Yes.
Okay, never mind. I do apologize for that. I forgot there is a property towards jelly that makes it immune to lightning damage. So you shock it, and nothing really happens.
Ha!
That's my bad. I forgot about that.
Not realize jellies had immunity to shock.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
seems very.
Wait,
Can Paarth do knowledge arcana on this goo?
It'd be more of a nature check, but yeah, you can definitely do so.
If it's nature, my roll may be moot.
Alright. I'm going to also help with that because I'm seeing this. It's
I
like,
have a nature of 1. Who has the highest nature?
I have a 2 of nature.
There. I think Norelor might be highest in this.
she's a 2.
Alright, I don't know if I can assist in a knowledge nature check, but if Paarth can assist, Paarth will assist Norelor.
Right. The heck is this stuff? It is a liquid, but it does not have any reaction to lightning.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a nature check, whoever is going to do that.
Oh, could I do guidance on this as well?
Yeah, you can do guidance for it.
Okay, give me a sec. 1.
Slime's anomaly has something there for you, Ace. Oh, you already replied.
What the fuck?
Okay, that went to the void.
That was a
22.
really good roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god, slimed. What the fuck? That's Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is this just like some big old like weight gain compilation because I have a dragon stomach now? That's goofy as fuck. Thank you so much.
Dragon stomach.
It's canonical because when I actually built my Fennec character as a D&D character, he has the draconic sorcery, so he already has a dragon's like stomach. Thank you, bro. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm sorry. You said you're doing a nature check for that?
Yeah,
whatever.
she rolled it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
did the
rolled it?
nature
Okay.
check.
Okay, let's see. 22. Also, you rolled a D6 plus 2.
Yeah, I asked
Um,
if I could use. Oh, right, it's D4. My bad.
You're good. We'll just still count it as 1. So, okay.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Yes. So, Norelor, from the like general kind of studies that you have gotten, mainly within like the different sorts of like bestiaries that you may have studied or so at your time, or at least around some other adventures that may have actually gone within your home village. You have heard stories about ochre jellies, and how they usually kind of stalk and consume organic creatures. And they have like some general cunning towards them where they best try to avoid larger groups. But you've never really heard situations of them kind of being around the walls themselves. And that's when it hits you. AKA, for the rest of you all, as you're kind of trying to figure this out, a small little pseudopod-like shot from the walls themselves attempts to strike Norelor.
Well, Well, since she's on her own feet, she would take feet. She would jump away.
Well, let's see if it hits you first, though, because I had to do a stealth check on it on my end, and it was like a nat 20. So,
Well, regardless if she gets hit or not, she's going to jump back.
yes. Okay, so that's plus. How does a 23 sound?
That will hit.
All right, then. Oh wait, let me do this. So I need to get the bonus applied for that. So that is. All right, so as this pseudopod, like sort of substance, like shoots and hits you, along the side, along essentially like your hip or so or side, it is a pretty extensive amount of force, as you take a total of, yikes, 22
Ow.
damage.
Holy shit!
Oh, that was a lot.
That's
Uh,
a fast shooting pseudopod.
Yes, it is a very strong pseudopod. As it comes to, you see the actual walls themselves, along with the bottoms of your shoe, center to a point behind what looks to be where Paarth's location is. Which, let me go ahead and reveal that to you. As this pretty much like covers wall to wall of how large this this jelly is. And I just need to.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet on the map.
I'm about to reveal it right now. Like right behind you.
We didn't notice that.
That's
It was because it was
cadets.
it was lining the walls of this whole area. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, first off, I gotta remove the health. Oh, I just lost.
And
And I need to roll initiative on my end. Where is my medicine bag that has my D20 stuff in it?
I don't know.
The dice gods are hating me today.
Yeah.
They just don't like me that much either.
All right. Just
I
before
found the-
combat is initiated here and you're getting everything else set in, I am going to use a quick restroom break.
Go for it. I'm going to set the music for a bit more of a battle-like tone, so... Is there one that's a bit more goofy? Hee hee hee. I guess we'll do this one. There we go. Also, I found my
Okay.
thing. Nice. Oh, damn it. I don't know why I do this, but I thought it would be really goofy if just one day, like, I had an empty, like, ibuprofen bottle, so I put a set of, a whole D20 set in there. And now I can't get it out. One moment. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Hey, okay, that's the D8.
Hey!
That's the D10. God damn. And there's the rest. Nice. I just think it's funny to store dice in a really awkward area.
Because reasons.
Raisins. Okay. So let's see. So that's turn-based mode. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, you call this an org gently, right? Or did I mishear it?
For what?
The monster we just Norelor got clocked by.
Yes. You are still like nearby it. However, it's just basically right behind you now. Also, why the hell are both like Vlad and Valkin like right on top of each other, like in the exact same square? There we
I
go.
have a question. I'm trying to remember. Did we ever modify the handles of Vladimir's swords, or the machetes, or whatever they were?
His
That
guns got modified.
Yeah, his gun
Right.
got modified, but not his
Not the handles
Yeah,
of his
the-
swords.
The swords are already pre-modified, so
Oh, did you state if the handles are non-metal? I remember we had this conversation before, but I forgot the result.
there was an option to modify them further by doing a different sort of wrapping, but they've already been kind of like they already have special wrapping on them with other properties. So
So
there's nothing in addition. Yeah. Yeah, you guys
Alrighty.
didn't do anything towards it.
It was the old heat metal thing. Me wondering if I could heat metal without harming Vladimir.
And back.
Welcome
You
back.
know, make his swords fiery hot.
Yeah, there wasn't like a special wrapping that you did or so to help prevent that. So
Darn.
it just kind of goes right
Yeah,
hot.
we never did figure that one out.
So.
Alright.
All right, let's see. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yep. Mine's up there with 23.
Okay.
I was about to say Hoots, but Hoots is automatically matches
After.
Valkin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still gotta put him on the initiative tracker though, sadly. Okay. And then yours is that. Okay, so we have the turn order ready to go. So Valkin, seeing this a massive slime that is before you, what is your goal for this turn?
All right. My goal for this turn here is going to be to effectively let's see.
Oh fuck. There we go.
All right. I am going to cast Hex on it there as my bonus action, and Hex its strength.
Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
Also, why is my thing doing this? Mine just has a weird box over it now. It's like removing certain things. Huh.
I don't see it on this
Sorry.
end.
It's for me though. It's like really weird. But anyway, yeah, we can just continue. So
Yeah. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to cast my Eldritch Blast there with push on it for the 2 beams.
All right, setting its base to pink,
Mhm.
and go ahead and make the attack roll.
All right, and let's see here, maybe. Okay, there we go, and there we go. All right, first beam is 21.
Yep. And then, do you just want to go for your second one to see if it hits?
There, yep. I'll go ahead and do that here. And second, 22.
That will also hit.
All right, so we get 2 hits there, and let's see here. All right, first damage die, second, and then the hex. Here is let me make sure. Yeah, 1d6. There, so that would be 2d6.
All right.
Alright, so that is a total of, let's see, 15, 9, 24, 20,
Is it like
and
31?
34 damage.
Is it 34 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it gets pushed back. Is it 10 feet?
Total of, yeah, let's see, is it, yeah, so
Okay.
2 bolts there, and 10-foot push for the bolts.
Okay.
So
Let's shrink its size quickly. There we go.
yeah,
So how much
There you
damage
go.
was done?
total of 34.
Hmm.
Because 15, 9, 24 there, plus oh sorry, not 34. Sorry. And that would be 31.
Wait, so 34 damage or 31 damage?
31 damage. There.
31 damage. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it still looks like it's up and it's doing pretty well. So, anything else you want to do?
And there, and then I will fall back here. That was grabbed it a little bit too hastily. And there. That's 20 feet here, and I'm going to 28. Why are you doing this? Measuring tool. There. Okay, that's about 20 feet there, and then I'm going to go basically just to here to where I'm still hidden from sight.
Okay. Let's
From
see here.
further into the cabin. Caverns.
Okay. Let's see here. Because from there, you would have been able to go into the old entrance. So,
Yeah, being very careful around this area here as I move away.
okay. As you walk over there and try to get away from the just general, like slime itself, keeping your distance, what's your passive perception?
Let's see, my passive perception is here. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Persuasion, performance, perception there, and it's that'd be 12, because 10 plus the modifier, right?
Yes.
Alright, so 12 passive.
Okay. Yep. So you think you're kind of just out of sight and out of mind or so when it comes down to that. So, so you should be good. Anything else you want to do?
And there.
okay.
Let's see. Here. Nope. There. I'll have Hoots accompany me here further into the passage, and he's going to help be a lookout for any problems that may arise, like other enemies or anything like that. He's going to be looking hard for that.
Okay, what is Hoot's passive perception?
Let's see. Hoots is passive.
Oh.
Let's see. His passive is 13 there, but he is going to be taking his action to actually straight up look for things.
Okay, then go ahead and give me a perception check then.
Alright. So that would be here. Let's see. D20 plus 3. Alright, 15 for his first, and then because he has advantage on perception checks. So 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
At least from what's in front of you, the only thing you really ever notice is in fact the slime or so that you pushed away. Hoots just kind of like looks around in the general room. Oh wait, actually there would have been something else you would have noticed. Another enemy to add to the initiative counter.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
As you spot an equally sized large slime that is near you. Which I'm going to add to the initiative counter.
The question is, does the slime notice me?
Yes, it does. As it has been hiding around a separate corner. Why won't it let me do this? Let's see. Okay. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. So it'll go at the end of the turn order, but it is right nearby you, in the hallway into the additional room that's there.
Wherever it is, we can't see it. I guess we don't have line of sight.
Yes. Only right now, it may or may not even be visible to the exact location of where even Valkin is. And
Yeah, I do not see it here either. So I'm wondering, like, okay, if I can't see it, how can it see me?
So it at least knows of where you are at. So, which is the fun part about this, because then I know where all things are, and then you guys are uncertain as to where things are.
So
That's the fun part.
before
Yeah.
Norelor takes her turn, Norelor, her commonly used weapon is a mace, right?
Usually, but...
I mean, I've had the base since the game, but I also got given the machete from Vlad.
Okay. Just also a quick brush up. How long? What does it count as to pull an item out of a pack? Is that a swift action or a standard action?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action. Perfect. Okay.
Yes. Like if you have it immediately equipped, it's a bonus action to swap. Though if you have to dig around your pack to find it, that's a bonus action. Oh, no, that's not a bonus action. That's a main action.
In that case, I use my free action to ask Norelor. Norelor, do those things absorb things you throw at them?
Does a character know that?
You would not know that, as this is your first time in actually battling. The only thing that you would know, based upon Vulcan's attempt, is that lightning damage is an immunity towards these slimes. Anything else is completely up to game.
So
Okay.
that I do. She goes, that I do not know, but judging from all yeah, they're immune to electricity.
If it attempts to eat your sword or mace, let it.
She nods. Very well. She, well, gets a sword and a weapon out. Probably the machete. Well, no, right. The machete still be sheathed, because she's going to use her free hand to cast a spell. Toll the Dead.
Ooh, okay.
And that's a wisdom save. It has to do.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw, let's see here. I'll throw it in the open room because it's open.
Guys, yay, no void for me.
Yeah, that definitely fails. So, go ahead and roll your damage there.
Okay. it's since he's already damaged. I'm talking the Marshell, the one that's already damaged, so I'm using the D12 for this one.
Yeah, go for it. It should be 2d12 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, go for it.
Yes.
Fudge! One of them's... Oh, it's 9!
That's
Why did I
above
get a-
average.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yep. As the bells toll and ring or so, you can hear like a shivering of like the slime of like a as you can see it like kind of it upset it a little bit. So anything else?
All I can think of is his jello vibrating from the sound of a bell ringing.
Yeah. It's like equally as much as upset as Dwight when his stapler was put in jelly. Michael? Oh my god. That would okay, I just thought of a really goofy commission, and I'll share it afterwards, but anyway, we'll continue.
She moves to the other side of Paarth, then ends the turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. The next up is the large slime, which will attempt to make its way on over. The way this is designed, I have to essentially do like an awkward teleport. So give me one moment.
Awkward
this is a
teleport.
Speedy slime.
Yes. As you can see, it kind of like sloshing its way towards you. Paarth. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, I missed on something cool. Oh well. Since this is a large creature, as it is covering the whole hallway, it is going to attempt to engulf you into its slime. I need you to make a strength saving throw. Which
Strength
can be
saving throw.
athletics.
Oh, it would be athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hoots. Good catch, Hoots.
Nice job, Hoots. You're awesome. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Actually, I am so sorry. I did the wrong thing. So how it is it's not a strength check. As this is actually more of a gelatinous cube, by the way, in this situation. But the cube moves up to its speed. While doing so, it can enter a large or smaller creature space. When the cube enters a creature space, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Also, Norelor, you have a fan going off on your end.
Dang it! I keep trying to make sure it doesn't get hurt.
My strength and my dexterity both match, so it's the same thing.
Oh, so dexterity saving throw is the same thing with the bonus?
I have a 2 mod in strength and a 2 mod in dex.
Okay, so let's see.
So unless something else counts towards a dexterity saving throw other than mod, it's just 2.
Yeah. Does Hex play any or have any effect on this outcome at all?
No, it's because the creature that it's entering its zone in, they have to make a saving throw. The slime here is not making a saving throw at all.
It's less grabbing onto me and more flowing onto me.
Yeah. But luckily enough, with a meets it beats it, you are able to push past it and everything like that without taking any minimal damage. And since that is not considered an attack, but a part of its movements, it is going to attempt a pseudopod attack against you.
Yeah.
So, what is thine DC? Oh, fuck, my bad. I actually...
DC.
Oh, there we go. I accidentally grabbed an extra one, so it would be...
Is this a magical attack?
No, it is a melee attack.
Okay. So you mean my AC?
Yes, I need your AC.
16. So first hit, second misses.
Yeah, I didn't mean to roll the second one. So it was definitely a hit, and you'll be taking 3d6 acid damage plus 6.
Ouch.
So 16 acid damage.
16?
And that is its turn. So, Vlad, you are up.
There's only one thing that Vlad could do. I mean, he could technically try to attack, but he's never dealt with this before, so he's not sure how to handle it, other than just get the fuck away from it. Actually, I never did state that he did. I never did state he took the monocle off. What does it cost to use the monocle to observe the target?
It will cost an action to analyze the target. And with that, you would need to make either a nature check. Oh, Norelor, your fan keeps going off. Sorry, I keep hearing it like blowing in my ear. So essentially, it is a perception check against the target. And essentially, because you're kind of trying to focus down on the target itself with the monocle. And if you succeed, you get to tell me either if you want to learn its resistances, immunities, or a particular stat in mind.
Okay. Then, since that takes the action, let's go ahead and do that. Is this a normal roll or is it at advantage? I assume normal.
It's a normal roll.
Okay, so we're gonna do perception. See what that gives us. That is a 14.
That does not hit, unfortunately. You're one off, though. The DC is 15.
Ah!
You do, kind of, like, with the bit of surprise or so of your party members being assaulted at this time, you are, like, attempting to focus with the monocle, as your program tries to analyze it or so, but because of there being, not only essentially a larger pseudodragon before you, and also with the additional movement going on, kind of hard to focus down. But you are able to attempt it next turn, though, if you want.
Okay. So the first thing Vlad's gonna do is he's going to run over to Paarth's flank and mount, and he's basically gonna give a single mental command to Paarth, and he's going to throw one word at he's going to throw a phrase at Norelor. Pull back.
So you go see at the face of, you don't need to tell me that twice.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's on Paarth's back, he's hoping that the additional slight elevation would help him get a better look at this thing on his next turn.
Yeah, sounds good. And if that is it, that will be your turn. Paarth, you are up next.
Oh, shit. I was trying to move my token onto Paarth, but
That's
you
fine.
can do it
Paarth's
for
going to
me.
be moved in a second anyway.
Yeah.
I can move your guy for you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
So, I would understand if throwing an item would count as a standard action because, you're reefing it. But I'm assuming it is a perfectly valid item thing to do if my bonus action is to pull out an item and just drop it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can... Yeah, so if you pull out an item and then you drop it, the dropping is a free action. Just mainly pulling it from a pack or so, or something like that would be the bonus action. So,
yeah. Like, actively throwing it requires an action, but just dropping it is free, right?
Yes.
Okay, Paarth, using his bonus action, pulls out his grappling hook without the rope, because, the rope's tied up above. And he just drops the grappling hook on the ground right next to the slime. With that, Paarth backs off. So he uses his movement here.
Okay.
So right behind Valkin.
If you do try to move, there is an opportunity attack that will occur.
I will accept that opportunity attack, I think. Let me think this over one sec. Because I can either do that or I can use my standard action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
The question is do I want to gamble the attack or do I want to ensure I disengage successfully? If it does that pseudopod attack again, it'll probably hurt. Alright, I'll just change my order of operations here. I will do my attack, then I'll do my move. Also, one sec, I gotta lock this thing so it stops changing my clipping height over and over again. There. So, I'll first do my Eldritch Blast with pushing effect.
Within 5 feet of it? Okay.
Oh, right, because Eldritch Blast is ranged, it's hard to do within 5 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be disadvantage, since you're within 5 feet.
But 2 rolls and a 10-foot push might be enough to get you free.
That's what I was wondering. So it's just disadvantage then, right?
Yes.
I'll accept it at disadvantage.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so one sec, my attack roll. One sec. I have 2 conflicting things here, and I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to take, because it's going to suck either way. Okay, they push it back with Eldritch Blast, or I run back and punish it for chasing us. You know what, I'm going to go with plan A again. It's going to get its attack of opportunity, but Paarth is going to be way over here. So, go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity.
Okay. What is your AC?
It is, I think, 16. Double checking. Game? 16, yep.
And, yep, above 19 it will hit, so...
Okay, what's the attack?
It is... Let's see, the damage is...
Another 9?
15 acid damage.
Oh, 15, okay. That hurt.
Yep. Because it was literally just, like, 19 to hit, plus, plus, 6 or so it gets. So... Yeah.
Okay, and you can move Vladimir on top of Paarth.
Yes.
That's Norelor.
Oh, my bad. It's so hard to tell. It's so dark.
She was
right
just
there,
adjacent
Norelor,
to
so there you go.
Vladimir.
Yep, there you go.
She wasn't within a 5-foot reach of the slime, as far as I'm aware. I think she was 10 feet.
Yeah, this is 10 feet.
Yeah, there you go. That slime, from my understanding, it is like a slime cube. It is occupying the whole room, right?
Yes, it is occupying the entire space, and it's basically like 10 by 10 feet.
Okay. Paarth readies an action to cast heat metal on the grappling hook as soon as the slime engulfs it.
Okay. Yep, that is totally acceptable. So, anything else?
That is my turn.
All right. Next up, your unsuspecting slime is here to Gersh. All right. Next up, top of the order, Valkin.
All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to. All right, since Hoots saw this thing there, being my familiar, he'd want to alert me of this thing. So I'm going to take a quick peek around to see where Hoots indicates the other slime is at.
Yeah, if you want to just take a few steps outwards or so, you'll see him.
Yep. Come on. Here. All right.
It'll be able to be your character, I think.
Yeah, there we go. Come on.
Here.
No, I was able to see at the moment who stepped out.
Yeah. All right. So.
Oh, you were. Oh, okay.
The game has decided that we all have PSI. If one player sees it, everybody sees it.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I meant to move him actually closer, so there you go.
Okay, so then here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a Eldritch Blast here, one beam going to each, and a telekinetic shove going to this one very close to me.
Okay. Go ahead and make your first attack. You'll just need to decide which one you're attacking first.
All right, and there I'm going to use this one here on the one close to me.
All right, go for it.
So that's a 15.
A 15 does not hit.
Ah. All right. Second one here goes to the one in the back. 19.
19 will hit.
All right. And then I'm going to need the damage die here. Okay.
Actually, wait, one thing that you... Oh, I know. That's way too many. Okay, my bad. There we go.
Oh, fudge. There, I haven't used Hoots in so long. I should have had him do the aid action on that nearby one.
Well, you already did the perception check, though, so...
Oh, that was last turn.
Yes.
So I could have him, because our turns are simultaneous, there I could have him go to aid.
Well, Hoots goes after you, though. That's the thing.
Oh, I thought they were simultaneous. There.
No, it's always been like the familiar goes immediately after you do. So like if you were doing an aid action or so, it's usually better to do it on like an upcoming person's turn, or have it take its turn to try and aid you next turn to do it.
That makes so little sense mechanically.
It's just because you're taking time to command it, and then it goes out and does the thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that that's a very weird rule in there that does not jive with reality. But I'm not going to argue or press for changes there. I'm just saying that the Wizards of the Coast, you're weird.
It's always been like that, though.
And
Always has been.
Still be weird.
Always has been. Spaceman gun click.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's 9 damage against the far dude.
Plus the hex damage of 4.
So 13.
Yep, 13.
Okay, and he gets pushed 10 feet back.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have to. I love the way it's designed, but like it's so rough to deal with. So.
Mm.
Which slime were you aiming at?
The one that originally is sneak attack, Norelor.
Oh, okay. I thought he was aiming at the one right next to him.
I tried to there, but that one missed.
Oh, you split. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I'm going to also do that telekinetic shove against the close one here.
Okay. And so that is what type of check that he has to do?
And that is a strength saving throw there.
And he's next.
Hmm?
No,
Yeah.
that's not the one that's in front.
Yeah.
That's not the one that's right in front.
Yep. So
Don's move might have messed up my move, but we'll find out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah.
So that's a spell save in DC of 17.
It fails with the
Yes!
16. So.
All right. So he gets shoved back there. Yep. Nice.
10 feet?
Yep. And there. And then. Let's see. Okay. Then I will go ahead and. I don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so that's 5, 10, 15.
Wait,
20.
before you move any further.
Mm-hmm.
It's really unfortunate that you walked into this room. With the commotion that you have made, plus your additional movements, you can sense a presence above you on the ceiling as a wide chorus of screeches have occurred.
Great.
You have unfortunately awoken essentially a horde's worth of sturges that were resting above the above on the ceiling.
And what are these things?
Sturges. Let me read the description because these things are freaking terrifying. I will send you a photo as well. It is essentially the worst mosquito you will ever face in your life.
Oh no.
As I will send a photo right now in our usual chat. Essentially, as you look upwards, a small, like, awkwardly, like, flesh-like creature with bat-like appendages mixed with mosquito-like appendages looks and darts at you and the rest and some of your party as vicious screeches do occur throughout. And unfortunately, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of them that were above. So I'm going
it's a
to
Canadian
read.
Mosquito. Got it.
Yes, I'm going to have them roll their initiative as you continue your turn, as they are going to be added onto the encounter chart.
Great.
So anything else you want to do?
Well, at 20 feet of movement there, may as well believe that. Yeah, that's 5 and 10. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, and 20, 25, and 30. May as well limit the angles at which I can be attacked. There.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see. Actually, that's a diagonal I can do just here for 30. So, may as well do this.
All right. there's the turn order. So, are you going in another room?
There. I'm going into a hallway.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I just love how you're running around. It's like, there's a slime. There are these sturges. Let's keep running.
There. Well, I could have remained where I was there after triggering these things and be attacked from no less than three sides there, or I could be attacked by only one side, potentially two, if something tries to come out the doors.
Okay, sounds good then. So, all right. Anything else you want to do?
Hoots is going to fly over top of my head, and then basically aid me in the form of distracting anything that tries to, attack me. They're just kind of by flittering around its head.
Okay, so I will say then that the next time an attack goes against you, that is more melee, it's going to be at disadvantage. So the next instance then. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Next up, one of the Sturges sees you, screeches, and in the most ugly of abominations-like ways, flies over at you and attempts to sting you, as it would be. So it rolls a disadvantage, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna roll 2d20. Okay, so that is a 12, which will miss.
There.
As essentially, like, thanks to your owl, it essentially tried to cling onto you and use its like really long stinger to stab into you. That is all it can do. Next up, Norelor, you are up.
Well, she's heard all the godlike commotions going, screw it. Right, if she goes to this row?
Yeah, I would say like as you get out of there, you would just essentially be entering into the next room. So
I can see Valkin from this angle, right?
You can. He's like, you can see there's a bit of a commotion more like right here. So I would say like you're maybe you're just able to see him.
She could probably like see who's fluttering around.
Exactly.
I was just establishing the fact I have line of sight before I did my next move.
What would that be?
Throat Guardians. You know,
I was hoping
the
you
area.
passed that.
Haha. Good.
And it's only her teammates that are safe.
Turn on the blender.
Against these many things, seems appropriate.
So wait, Spirit Guardians can be placed on allies?
No,
Yep.
it's
No.
she's marking us as things to not put in the blender.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's making it so it's not a blender for you guys, but it is for the enemies.
All right, I will go ahead and set that for you.
Huh?
Sturges, will it blend?
Yes,
It's
it
15
will.
feet, right? Alright, there we
Let
go.
me quickly look it up. I think it is 15 feet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 15.
All right. All right, and then I will mark it with a color of yellow. So that is your current aura for the Spirit Guardians.
Well, teammates could probably recognize what she just did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good, finally.
Did Does she have a potion in her pocket?
Yes, you have at minimum 2 potions in your pocket.
I was thinking of taking one of them because she got hurt badly.
Paarth's pretty badly hurt too, for that matter. Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want to, you could use it.
Is it a bonus action to drink a potion?
Action to use a. It is if it's in your pocket, right?
Yes.
It's when you have to administer to someone else. Continue.
Oh,
Ace.
sorry. I was eating my food. It's a bonus action to. It's a bonus action to self-administer a potion. If you're administering it to someone else, it's an action.
Okay, and how much healing does this kind of potion of healing do?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
I thought it was 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
I've always. Oh wait, standard healing.
Yeah, it's always been something plus 4.
Well, I know that the greater healing is the 4 for 4. Oh yeah, so potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2. Potion of greater healing is 4d4 plus 4. Because I always joke that it's the 4 for 4 Wendy's deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought she was asking about the greater.
Wait, did you have a greater or standard that you're using?
Yeah.
You cut out there when you said
cut yourself off, yeah.
Oh no, Norelor, did we lose you?
No, it's going. What the fudge did she have? And I'm taking a look at the.
Oh.
Yeah, we all should have. We all should have some of each.
Yeah, we very distinctly subdivided all the potions out to everybody because them all hiding in the bag of holding was worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was greater. She was using.
Greater. All right, then you got that Wendy's deal.
$44 plus 4. That one to 15.
Nice.
Alright. That was both my action and my bonus action, so I'm kind of...
I'll be right back, and boss is calling.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already done your movement, so...
Yeah.
Yep. With that being the case, then it's the Sturge's turn. Let's see. So the Sturge, since it is much closer to Valkin, which unfortunately has its own attack pattern, so it has to go to the closest target possible. We'll attempt to attack him. Which will not hit because his AC is 17, so... Unless I'm mistaken.
I don't know.
You do have So, you do have access to his character sheet, don't you?
I do. I keep forgetting the name of the file, though.
In our
but it's 18 because he is capped out stuff, so... Also, sorry, Dev, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. I was just going to say, if we're all using Sync Thing, don't we all have our own folders with only like 3 files in them?
That is true. I had to move around some stuff though, so I was reorganizing some things. And when we did the last recent thing, I forgot to shortcut the file to my desktop. So So I'll have to do that next after session, if there is another session. But I know that his mage armor plus his charisma, which I believe is he's been firing with a with what? He's been attacking with a +5. So I would say he's got that 18 AC. Yeah, he's got. Oh wait, no, he's attacking with a 4, so 17. It would still miss because it's a 16. So, yeah, I forgot he has the one staff that gives him a +1 to attack and everything. Math. Anyway, next turn.
Okay, it misses.
Yay. Is another Sturge in the back. And it is distracted by pretty lights. So we all know what happens when moths go to an open flame.
Here we go.
He dies.
Not much else, eh? Get to know.
Basically, the number of dice that you roll is more than the amount of health that it has.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes. So now it is this slime's turn, which it is going to go more around this way.
It's not coming towards us?
No.
Ah, dang it.
And you guys don't see where it went though, right? Because now it's out of sight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was worried about that when Valkin pushed it back. I was like, you do know I set a trap for that thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was a wasted slot.
Yeah, unfortunately. Next up is a Sturge. Moths to flame, he dies.
We really got to pay attention to each other's moves are doing, because Valkin literally wasted my entire turn, and all that damage I took that I sacrificed to do that trap was wasted.
It might just be running away. You don't know. But anyway, Vlad, is your move.
Let's see. So, seeing that thing had decided to completely fuck off, he is going to stay on Paarth, and he's going to try to... Vlad's going to try and administer some aid to Paarth to help with healing.
I'll just take a potion on my turn. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much. Up to you, but I can take my greater potion on my turn if you want. My turn was I already wasted my slot, so it's not like I'm able to use it.
Well,
up to you. I can either Eldritch Blast the slime on the next turn, or I take the potion next turn.
So, is there any making it a little difficult for me? Let's see.
A little bit, yeah.
So, I don't want to just straight up dismount and leave either.
You could try to take out the 2 sergeants right next to Valkin, but that would leave him vulnerable to more attacks.
There.
I mean, Breaker, jeez, how did I mix the names? Whatever.
Take on those, or just some of the other ones in the room here.
Okay, so what Vlad's gonna do is he's gonna draw both his machete and the talon blade, and he's gonna do a mental message to Paarth going, I'm going to dismount, try and help clear room. I'll try to help clear a room. Get yourself patched up.
Paarth nods.
And see, mounting and dismounting takes up half of my movement. So I would have to go here, I believe. I mean, it's either that or I'm underneath Paarth's wing.
Yeah, right there is okay.
Let's see. I mean, this is 15 feet right out here.
From where you dropped off, I would say your movement can start right where you're at.
Okay, and then let's do a quick measurement here.
It's more like right on the edge of it, like right here.
Yeah.
So.
Within your range of movement.
And Vlad's gonna run in while staying within the zone here of the Spirit Guardians, and he's going to attack this one sturgeon right here.
All right, go for it.
Waste your action economy on that if it's just gonna poof if it touches it? Like, if you're gonna shoot at something, shoot at the one that's attacking Valkin.
Remember, they've already gone this turn.
Actually, yeah, that is a good point. So instead of the two blades, he's gonna do the Talon Blade and one of the revolvers. Boy, this is gonna be loud.
Yeah.
Your call is just, was like, you do know we have a bug zapper up. Attacking those is pointless. It's either go after the slime or the sturgeon that's harassing Valkin as the priorities.
So he's gonna point his revolver at this one right here. I don't know if you can see my little ball.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. And he's gonna take aim, and this is gonna have the that's gonna have the experimental quote unquote lightning rounds in it. And he's gonna go, loud noise! Pulls trigger.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll. As the erupting shot from this can be heard as if it was more of a thunderclap than anything. So, like reverberating throughout the walls and such, getting the attention of the Sturges.
Excellent. Yeet. 26.
Yeah, you kill this thing. Essentially, as you fire your shot, it goes straight through, and the electrical round causes an implosion with just that essentially just looks like it's just a huge zap marker. So, as it fries and blows up this thing equally.
Oh god, the gun nut in my head's just going. So there's penetration, right? It goes through multiple targets. but I know that's not the case.
That's a later level thing I would have done. So here's the thing: if you discovered that function way earlier, there was a whole tree list that I had written up of stuff. So, while it's not something that is keen, and I didn't tell you specifically because of it, but also the fact too, it's how goofy would it be if it was he discovered it early on, like the moment he got the monocle, and now he just has these like higher power rounds that just do cleave damage to people.
Oh. Now I'm kicking myself in the ass for not doing that sooner.
I didn't tell you the function for it because when you initially were looking for the functions, it was a low roll, so it was a bit more difficult to find that app, especially since you're not familiar to that technology. So,
and he still has a second attack, so he's gonna go after the next one that's right in front of him.
With the blade, I assume.
No, in front of Valkin.
Oh, okay, yep, okay. With the gunshot. All right. Yep, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeet. 22.
Same thing as before. You line up your shot, and the bullet just causes it to explode, and also just shock and just be burnt to a crisp.
And then I would like to do the offhand attack using the Talon Blade against the sturgeon that's right in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
So I don't have that one programmed in. So that is...
It's like a longsword pretty much, with +1, I think?
No, you said +3.
+3, you're right. My bad. I'm sorry.
So that would be... So that'll be D20 plus 11. Okay. So we'll do this. Regular D20 roll plus 11, which is 25 to hit.
Yeah, how do you want to cut this one down?
So as he's running up, he'll take the 2 shots at the 2 in front of Valkin, and then as soon as he gets to this last one, he's just basically backswinging with his off. He's gonna basically backswing with his offhand to cleave down and up, almost cleaving it in half.
Yep. As a little bastard flies in front of you.
Get down to play!
Yeah, you cleave this thing in half. you cleave this thing straight in half and it dies. So there you go.
And that's movement, action, bonus action, and that is it. And while we're patrolling through, I can program in for the Talon Blade.
Go for it. Next up, a Sturge appears. Ooh. Noticing its friends have been zapped, it's getting a little bit smarter, but not really, because it's going to fly forward towards you, Vlad, and attempt to drain you of blood. Let's see. What is your AC?
18. Oh no!
Being a natural melee attack, doesn't that mean it's reaching into the zone?
So it's within 5 feet, so it's not going in the zone to attack. There will be something that happens afterwards.
So if this was the same case where, like, Paarth was like where that Sturge is right now, and there was a death field, Paarth can do a bite attack through the death field because his enemy's on the inside of the death field?
Yes.
So it's only if your whole body crosses.
Yes, that's how the case has been. Where like you can attack from outside of it, even in a melee perspective. You're probably going to get, you're probably going to be killed. But as is this Sturge. But I will get to that in just a moment. So, from the outside of it, Vlad, as you've taken care of a few of the enemy Sturges, this one flying in like a cartoon woodpecker, sticks itself into what looks to be like the right part of your chest. As you can feel yourself very quickly, actually, feeling cold, as the blood is immediately being drained from your body as this thing clings to you. I need to roll this damage, and it's not going to be fun for you.
No.
Yeah, if you didn't take that step back there with your 15 feet of movement.
So here's all the dice. Okay. So that is 19 piercing damage. And the Sturge attaches to you. While attached, the Sturge does not attack. Instead, at the start of each of its turns, the target loses 2d4 plus 3 hit points due to blood loss. Here's the good news. It would pretty much be destroyed because you are in that zone. So as it attaches to you, it fries.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a. Oh my god, that was a. I know I buffed these things up a little bit because for level 1 parties, these things are killers. Like, these are like insane killers. I didn't expect to get a nat 20 off of that. Alright. Paarth, it's your go, man. It's your turn.
Just 1 sec.
Oh, also we have a hydrate from Xena and a stretch. So thank you for that, Xena.
Sorry, I didn't want to unmute in the middle of crunching a chip.
Oh, you good?
So, yep, I will take my bonus action and what's the word? Quaff my greater health potion.
Chug.
So you said it's the 4 for 4 deal?
Yes. 4d4 plus 4.
And why do they?
They're just dancing for a bit.
Friendly.
Well, you got 3 4s off of that, so that's pretty good.
Yep, and I have a Schrodinger's dice there. Oh, there goes.
Yep. But
So
that one doesn't count, though, because they already did the result.
so 18 back.
Yes, that's really good. 4 for 4, what is it, Wendy's? Yeah, I call it the Wendy's potion, because it's 4, you roll 4 4-sided dice, and you add 4.
Okay,
All
so I got my health back, at least some of it. And considering my grappling hook was a lost cause there, Paarth will take a glance, and considering the fact that most likely Norelor is going to step forward and just move the bug zappers onto the bugs, he unleashes his Eldritch Blast at the slime with pushing effect.
Yeah, go for it.
So that is a 7. Okay, first bolt. And second bolt.
Okay. First one hits, the second one misses.
Okay.
And it moves it back 10 feet.
And... Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I cast that.
You're good.
So 1d10 plus my effect, if I can find it. Potent cantrips. Add my spellcasting modifier. So charisma. So 1d10 plus 4. The 11 damage to the slime, and it gets pushed 5 feet back.
Okay.
All right.
And Paarth will use his movement to just shuffle back here a little bit to give himself full cover from the slime.
Sounds good. Alright, next up is Sturge. Let's see, so he's got 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, just like the kamikaze one, he's gonna try and go for attack against Vlad. He is the closer target. Alright, let's try this again. That is a 17 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh, he missed. Alright, well, that's all I can do. Next up is the slime that you just pushed. Knowing the situation, the slime itself is going to retreat backwards. Until he is until he is in a safe position to escape combat. So, next up is another Sturge, but this one is going against you, there, Breaker.
Yay, the one that was there occupying the space and protecting me from further attacks got killed.
It was a 15 to hit.
Double checking, but I'm pretty sure that actually misses. They're double checking.
I think
Yes,
it
it
does
does.
too. Okay, cool. So that one misses. Next up is this boy. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20. He will go with against you, Vlad.
Yeah.
And let's see. As a 19 to hit.
A 1 over.
Damn. Alright, it will go ahead and deal its damage.
And then promptly die afterward.
Okay, so that is 10 piercing damage. And, of course, it is going to attach to you right away. But then, of course, it is going to zap away. You're starting to get really annoyed that you're getting hit. And also, essentially, this burning, like, ashes of, like, these monsters are just getting over your, getting on you in a mix of blood.
Yeah.
It's not
blasted things.
It's not a good smell. Next up, Valkin, it is now your move, and there's a Sturge right in front of you.
Well, let's see. So he's going to get zapped there with a let's see, what is it called again? There with a shocking grasp.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's see here. Shocking grasp there. Don't have a quick one set up for that, but it's alright. Standard for me is this. D20. And there's that roll. 24.
All right. Yep, you take it out.
Yes.
I would have you guys. Yeah, I would have you guys roll damage, but these things have like 2 health, so it's like
Yeah.
the number of like the minimum you can roll is the total amount of its health. So these things just burn to a crisp right away.
Yeah. Let's see here. Then I'm going to do. That's Hoots. I don't want Hoots. 5, 10, and 10, and I'm going to use a bonus action there, kind of offhand attack to just hit this one here and try and slap it dead.
What weapon do you have on an offhand?
There, I can do a claw attack.
Oh yes, you can, because you're okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Let me see. What is
Wait,
my?
have you transformed at all when you were sneaking last time, or no?
There. Let's see. Last time there. No. Let's see. I do have my quarterstaff though, so I'll just and it has the versatile option. So
Okay,
I can use that.
sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. All right. So let's see. That is. All right. Melee focus people offhand die rolls. Help, please.
Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to roll your normal attack for
So-
that weapon.
D20 plus who much?
Whatever other modifiers you have tied to it.
Okay, so plus 3 then. I can never remember if it has any
It's okay. I'm going to tell you right now, it was a lot different in 3.5 than it is here, because in 3.5, each additional attack you would drop 2 points from your to hit roll.
Mm.
In 5, you don't have that. You don't have that penalty.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that would be 13 to hit a sturgeon.
Unfortunately, that attack misses.
Ah. There. Well, so 5, 10. Let's see here. Nope, not a lot else I can do there. I'll just move myself. Kind of. Is that a spot there? No. Okay, that's a wall right there. Just move myself over him and to here with the thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There. And Hoots will do his distracting again over top of my head on his turn.
All right, sounds
And
good.
That I end.
All right, Norelor, you're up.
Okay. Well, first off, I'll walk 2 blocks to move the pseudodragon audience over the.
Which in that case, these things are just gonna die right away. So
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. Was this Norelor takes 5 feet, takes a 5-foot step forward. Poof, 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 poof.
yep, and that is the end of combat. I mean, that's it. The slimes pretty much got into a position where they went so far away from you that they're no longer in combat anymore. So they fled.
Never heard of a fleeing slime.
But yeah, let me go ahead and
Slimes have a
switch the
sense of
music back.
self-preservation.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
They are very careful creatures. Norelor, the one thing that you would have known is that slimes generally don't attack larger groups.
Mhm.
So if there is a situation for escape, they take it.
She would probably relay that to the group now.
Yeah.
That's what. So. You continue.
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say, Xena, they don't just flee; they just kind of melt in the floor. But yeah. Anyway, you can continue.
Paarth goes and picks up his grappling hook off the ground.
All right.
Oh. And Vlad is like inspecting the 2 puncture holes that he's got in his fucking body, and he's just like, oh, those things hurt.
That does not look very good.
How about you? Imagine having puncture wounds and then organic ashes mixed in. Ugh, it stings.
Okay, how much health did he lose from that?
Vlad's pretty banged up.
Okay, I'll take a look at what spells I probably use for him.
Paarth comments, keep those guardians of yours active as long as you can. We will scout and use you as cover.
Alright.
Yeah. I still hear.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Alright, I was gonna say, there's 2 rooms just back here. Best check them out while your guardians are still with us. And quickly.
But Vladimir just mentions to Norelor, I do still have some potions, so I'd hold on to the spells in case we absolutely need them. Unless if you want to use them, then that's up to you, but...
Yeah, probably I was just thinking a level 1 care rooms.
Yeah. But...
Paarth, looks to Norelor with a bit of a smirk on his face. You know, this gives me an idea.
See, tilt ahead.
Whenever we go to fight against our greatest foes, you mounted on my back with the speed guardians going, with me running at full speed. We can blend everything down in a hallway in a quick manner.
She thinks about it. I suppose that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, before you guys do anything else, now that you've actually kind of got the chance to clear this room a little bit, let me provide some additional things that you are finally noticing now, as you're calming down.
And while you're doing that, I gotta use the restroom real quick, but I'll still be listening.
Yep, go for it.
And I have to use the restroom myself.
Okay, do you want me to wait for you to get back, or can you still hear?
Mine's physically attached to the computer, so no.
Is this a good point for a bio break then for everybody?
Sounds like a good enough one here, so everyone back about 3-5 minutes.
Sounds good. I'll do a fade out here, folks. Be back in a minute.
Alright.
Yep.
See y'all back here in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Alright, guys, we are back. Sadly, I'm going to go ahead and end the game of Words on Stream early, but I do appreciate you guys for hopping on in and playing. Y'all did a really good job. So let's go ahead and get back to our session here. So
we left off. Oh, you were about to explain something, and we interrupted you. Sorry.
No, you're totally good. It was time for a break anyway. So, but now that you kind of like cleared the room a bit more, and now you're given the chance to like explore and such, I'm gonna go ahead and explain this old entrance that you're in. So, within this room, many tunnels intersect at this natural 30-foot high cavern. The walls are carved with simple reliefs showing dwarf and gnome miners hard at work. Below them, nearly 24 skeletons in rusted scraps of armor are scattered across the cavern floor. Some is a combination between dwarf skeletons, while others are more of like a vulpine-esque structure of skeletons. Half a dozen of large brass lanterns stand in niches or on ledges across the cavern, but none are lit. So.
Paarth, actually, are these brass lanterns affixed to the walls, or can they be taken down?
They mainly just kind of stand on things, so they can be taken. Though there doesn't look like there's like any sort of like oil or so for them around. They're just kind of there. It looks like the reason as to why that they were there, which is pretty simple and explanatory. The lanterns, along with the carvings of the miners at work, were meant to welcome newcomers.
The lanterns meant to welcome them?
Yeah, like if...
Sorry.
Like if new... Oh, you're good.
You go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably from before all the monsters decided to make this the home. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Paarth will still take one of the brass lanterns down and add it to his pack.
Alright. There. Norelor, let's take a look at these side rooms after you've done what you can for Vladimir.
Yeah, is it alright if I cast a level 1 Cure Runes on him?
Yeah, go for it.
Paarth is still fairly banged up too. He's missing 13 of his health. Not a lot, but he is missing health.
Okay, then.
Vladimir obviously needs it more first.
Yeah.
Okay. And my ramen is just about done. I just gotta mix everything up.
Okay, plus... I accidentally put it in the void.
Fine.
Another soldier joins the golems.
Okay, you had 11 health restored to you.
Oh, it's a bit better. Thank you. I appreciate it. At least you'll be saving the bigger, more, what's the common phrase for it? More potent spells for later on. Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh, ow. Aggressive sneezes are aggressive.
Yep.
Paarth looks to Valkin. Shall we check the 2 doors and have Norelor on standby?
There. Alright.
So, Paarth will move this away and stand facing this door.
I'll stand watch back here.
Yeah, besides, Norelor was gonna be coming with us, so her aura could,
Yeah, we don't want her to
cleanse
instantly
the
kill
room.
things in case there's friendlies, but we want her to stand in the hall so that it's literally just, we take a 5-foot step and her aura will cover us.
Right.
So you basically want to stand so
Yeah.
that your aura is within a 5-foot step of us.
Yep. So,
Oh, yep. Move that.
Yeah, I can't move the thing myself.
No, as I was saying, like, oh,
Yeah,
let me move
perfect.
that for you.
Thank you.
Valkin, at the count of 5, we both open.
there. Yeah, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, and Paarth touches his door open.
All right. So go ahead and enter the room.
Paarth's only opening
And-
the door, he's not walking in.
Yeah, just opening the door, and from in there, you find yourself within what looks to be like an old guard room, which looked to have once been protected by the nearby entrance to the mine, though it seemed to might have been overrun, as there is a well-numbered amount of skeletons in here, along with there being splintered stone benches and heaps of rubble from a particular collapsed ceiling fills this room. Amid ruined stone bundles and toppled weapon racks are the bones of several dwarves and also vulpines. And as you do open the door, there is a bit of it seems to be of a kind of like clanging noise, almost as if like the bones themselves are rattling. And as you open the door, it seems as if all of the skeletons and such do awaken, as 9 skeleton warriors.
Norelor, yeah. Forward, please.
Hang on, this is all happening at the same instant, so your door is going to open at the same time here. So before we even react, go ahead, Ace, and do Dawnbreaker's response.
What was the held action you did?
We both opened our doors simultaneously.
I didn't catch what you said. I'm sorry.
We both opened our own doors simultaneously.
Oh, you did both doors, like on the sides and such. Okay.
That's why we're both standing together facing opposites. He's opening his door, I'm opening my door, and we're both ready to do a 5-foot step into the barrier upon seeing a threat.
Okay, my bad. I thought you were just opening the one on the left, so...
Actually, we
bad.
both can't do
Okay.
the 5-foot step, so Paarth will be slightly, farther out, but,
Mhm. Okay, so with the other room, it looks like, from what you see here, this chamber was once an office or storeroom of some kind. A large stone counter bisects the room, set with 3 dusty balance scales made of iron. Cubby holes carved into the north wall are stuffed with dusty paper scraps. Several long dead corpses, gnomes and orcs by their look, are sprawled across the floor.
Okay, reaction. Paarth says skeletons, and attempts to start to move away, starting with his 5-foot step.
And Norelor, we could use you.
Go ahead, Dawn, and make a 5-foot step. And there's my 5-foot step.
Okay. And as you do that, I will have everyone roll initiative again. So.
Since Norelor is ready and there, would she be able to advance that 5 feet?
Going up 5 feet? Yeah, she can go up 5 feet, so.
5-foot step towards us then.
Woohoo! Yeah.
I'm in the bubble!
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, so initiative again?
Yes.
Initiative. And another die to the abyss.
No, that about tracks for me.
Well, to be fair,
yeah,
you are
abyss.
Yep.
Oh, natural D. Okay.
Nice. Well, you get to move up forward and engulf more people.
Okay, let's see. So, scroll down to B. Okay, so nat 20, 16, 6.
Yeah.
Dav, did you roll at all, or was that your 21 earlier?
That's my 21.
For initiative?
Yep.
So was it 21? Okay.
I rolled 21 for initiative.
Okay, cool. I'm just double checking. Let's see. So then Nenewza will be there. And the rest of these dudes did not roll so well. So, all right, yeah. I'm going to switch the music around again. But Norelor, you are first on the on initiative.
The music choice, yakety sax.
Yep.
There we go. All right, Norelor, what you got?
Okay. Just checking if it's possible to walk back to a space after she moves. So it's possible to get back there after she rocks and comes back? You gonna say?
Oh, you're gonna have her walk out and then walk back to her original position?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the way you do it.
Hi, Skellies.
So-
Hi, Skellies.
All right, let's see. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. That's got to be like. That's about 5 of them need to make saving throws. So.
Yep. You could take one step forward there and then just retreat back into the other room and there to hit another skeleton or two.
That was her 15
Yeah,
feet, so yeah, she needs it to return. Yeah.
I need my 15 feet to return.
Yeah. Or you can go into the room behind you and there if you wanted.
Thought it might corner her.
Yeah. I kind of want to be.
Unless she wants to play peekaboo with the door over and over again.
I mean...
Peekaboo, you're dead.
She's tankier than the two of us, okay?
Peekaboo, you're dead. Peekaboo, you're dead.
So
Exactly.
they all. Okay, can we continue with the attack?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
What is? I know they need to make a Wisdom saving throw. What is your DC for that?
And I somehow mismanaged my audio, but I'm back again. That's fine. You didn't miss much.
Norelor, what's your DC for the Spirit Guardians? Uh-oh.
Norelor?
Testing 1, 2, 3 for Norelor.
Hello?
Oh no.
I'll eat that impeccable timing.
Here, I'm gonna message her. One moment there, chat. We're just kind of seeing what's going on here. Oh, never mind. I think she crashed.
Just give her a moment then. She usually won't take her very long to come back.
Sounds good then. So, I don't think it'll necessarily matter on this check, but I want to make sure I just have it down correctly just in case. As there was not a roll that was higher than an 11 for all 5 dudes.
I suspect they're dead.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how much damage it takes. These guys do not have 2 health like the Sturges.
Oh, the Sturges only had 2? Ooh.
Yeah, the Sturges only had 2 health. That's why I just didn't have any damage rolled out because you guys already exceeded 2 damage for your minimum for everything you did.
So for Sturges, it's they're literally glass cannons.
Yeah.
Do a lot of damage but have no health.
That is so. Usually they deal a D4 plus 3 damage, but because you guys are higher level, and I'm like, they're like that's gonna be nothing, for you guys. So I cranked up the damage by 2 dice to make it more difficult. But I still got the same health because I'm just like, Like, why would I change that? Like, I don't want these guys being tanky as hell. So yeah, they're
Not-
like. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say not for their size.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, there's no point in rolling to damage them because they're gonna die by anything that you do. But at least they're going to deal a crazy amount of damage to you, or at least enough to mess you up a little bit.
Mm.
So, yeah. Oh, Norelor's just straight up offline. Ooh.
I think her internet just hardcore crashed.
I'm assuming either
Oh,
that she
no.
has to reboot her router or her computer crashed. Oh, breaker,
Mhm.
banhammer.
Yes, thank you.
I gotta make sure I check that on my end too, because like anytime that that you get the message for your end breaker, it goes on my end too.
Okay.
Oh, are you manually deleting them, Ace, or is my bot automatically updating to state that it was deleted by moderator from his side?
It's not updating, so I've been having to manually do it on my end.
Davwyn, check Rarbridge real quick. I did an oopsie.
What's the oopsie?
I accidentally hit ban on Rarbridge, not thinking, but I did hit unban, so I don't know if the link still works.
Easiest way to find out. Do you see a message come through?
I see that one.
And I got a reply back.
Yeah. I do not see yours on my end there, Dev.
Yeah, not on.
Oh, you didn't see my test on your end?
Correct.
No, not on Breaker's end.
I'll kill it, and I will restart it.
Oops.
That was my fault.
Uh-oh. Did a fucky wucky.
Let's
But
try this
hey,
again. Tests.
I kind of fixed it. There we go.
Yes, now I see it.
Then not a big deal. Just pop out, pop in. Oh, Adrius just messaged me. Their circuit breaker popped. Ren's computer is turning back on right now.
Oh. That is not fun.
Somebody just overloaded the circuit is all. I know what that's like because my previous place I found out that everything in my entire house, lighting and outlets, were all in the same circuit with exclusion of the garage and the kitchen.
Yeah,
What?
that's my suspicion of what's going on here at my house as well, but it's to the point where half of my house is permanently shut down.
Yeah, literally my entire previous house was on a single 20 amp circuit. I'm talking 2 bedrooms, the living room, the basement, all the outlets, all the lights, the kitchen fan, the bathroom fan, everything you can think of, excluding the power outlets in the garage, 2 power outlets outside the house, and the kitchen itself were all on one single 20 amp circuit.
Ew.
It was nuts. If I had 2 heater fans plugged in completely different sides of the house, the circuit would pop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That definitely, okay. That makes me wonder, how old did the house have to be in order for that to still be within code?
87. They got away with it in 1987.
Jeez. I'm
Oh,
wondering...
it gets better. When I was moving out, we were taking down the tiles on the ceiling to try to clean it up and such.
Mhm.
And you know those little spots, I forget what they're called, junctions or something like that, where it's the little box, metal box you put wiring in to hook other things up, like a light fixture or whatever onto the ceiling, right?
Mhm.
That one junction box had no less than probably 12 large wires running out of it, because basically it's connecting everything in the house all into one junction box to then go to the circuit breaker.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, on the circuit breaker, literally it was the range, for the stove and such in the kitchen outlets, outdoor power outlet front, outlet power outlet back, garage, and then everything else.
So
Dang.
dumb.
Whatever electrician did that should be heavily fined.
Right. That
You want to know the really vicious part is like,
Mhm.
people say that the United Kingdom has bad wiring code. At least their wiring code is that every room, it's one circuit for all outlets in a room and one circuit for all light fixtures in a room. Per room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You can literally
it's,
turn off the circuits, like the 2 circuits for each room independently. The only exception
Yeah.
for what counts as like a room is things like closets and such, which kind of like get added to whatever they're attached to, right?
Yeah, and that makes sense.
So if you trip the circuit in the bathroom, you know that if you go out to the hallway, that you will still have light.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's. God, that just feels so weird how that's set up, though. Like, I don't know, like, how I would feel about that if it was just like everything besides like a literal separate section of that, like the house, is just in one small area for electricity. That feels so weird.
Yeah. Oh, I've had one more omission I forgot. There was a separate circuit for like the heating and like the HVAC system and the hot water boiler.
Yeah, you kind of have to have that.
And washer and dryer who shared the same circuit.
Mm.
Ugh.
But yeah, I'm basically saying like all outlets, all lights in the entire house, excluding kitchen, they were all one circuit.
Fairly certain the U.S. had a little bit more robust code there back in the 80s, but I could be very wrong about that as because I'm just kind of going off of what I've seen in older houses.
On the state. From what I've
Yeah.
heard, it depends on the state.
Breaker. I was about to say, do I need to remind you, Breaker? My house was built in 79.
There, yeah.
Ooh.
You don't have a whole home one. You just have because you have a circuit panel there, or like a breaker panel that has a bunch of them on there. Now yours might have some other weirdness to it. There, it definitely does with how the house is half dead there for electricity, but it is laid out such that you do have circuit breakers for several different rooms.
There's still some weird shit going on though.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, but
Something
what
you need to check
have-
for is if you have aluminium cables or any pigtails. If there's pigtails, you need those fixed.
But
I
once
know there are pigtails.
You got to get those replaced. Pigtails are just a fire hazard waiting to happen.
Hey, she's back.
Lucky back.
Hey.
Yeah, those suckers decided to randomly trip on me.
Mhm.
No
that,
worries.
so I had to go.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. Skeletons, will they blend?
Yeah, I'm still getting everything set up, so.
You good. The truth might surprise you.
Ooh, the skeleton smoke. Don't breathe this in.
It's like, at that point, you're just like doing a cinnamon challenge or something like that. But, oh man. But yeah, so before we were rudely interrupted, and I know Nenewza, that you are setting up again right now, but I'll explain the situation. So as you walked forward, 5 skeletons They didn't get higher than 11 fear check, so you should be good to go there. So whenever you get that chance or so and you get back in, then I can have you roll your damage for your spiritual guardians.
I have to say, I love it that our cleric is our most dangerous AoE fighter.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 who can do a fair amount of single target damage, especially Valkin and Vladimir. But nobody even comes close to what Norelor can do for AoE.
Right.
Earlier, while we were dealing with the sturgeons, I was looking through my inventory going, oh, please tell me I have an alchemist fire. Fuck, I don't.
I love how you keep accidentally calling the sturgeons, and I keep thinking of the fish.
Oh, am I mispronouncing it? Oh, shit.
The monster is sturge, and you're saying sturgeon, like the fish.
Oh, fuck. You know why? Because there's actually there's a electrical contracting company named Sturgeon.
Ah.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I deal with that company's vehicles all the time.
Well, if you have to roll it along, so say after 3 to 8 on a failed wisdom. It's the all failed, highest 11.
You might want to try that again. You sounded a little distant.
That's because I didn't have the microphone in the right place. If you want to roll the dice while I'm still getting set up, it's 3d8 from failed wisdom save. I'm pretty sure my wisdom save is higher than an 11, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely go ahead and I will roll that out for you then. 3d8. Skadoosh. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. So God damn it. Alright. So, yeah, as you literally walk into the zone and look through the door, you do see some skeletons beyond your reach of spiritual guardians. As the ones that did appear in your range, immediately, just evaporate from your radiance. That was exact lethal that rolled.
No, this is my bone zone now.
Down for the bone zone. There are 4 left in that room too.
Okay, I was gonna have a. As she walked in, he was gonna have a cast Sacred Flame on one.
You're still very far away. I can't hear what you're saying.
Sorry, I keep putting it back away because I got food now.
So, say it again?
I was gonna have a cast Sacred Flame on one of the remaining skeletons.
Oh, just to rub salt in the wound.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, which one of the 4? You've got this one right here, here, or there's like one in the far back, 2 that are kind of like in the middle, and then 1 more like forward, like right before your barrier.
It'd be the foremost skeleton.
Okay.
If any skeleton appears to have a ranged attack, I'll go prioritize that.
Okay. So go for the furthest one, and that's a dexterity saving throw.
I believe so, yes.
It's a 15.
I'm back. I'm back in Hillsmile, by the way.
Oh, yep. Let me summon you to the board. There you go.
Unfortunately, the save is on my character sheet, so see if you try to get that thing up and running.
No worries. Oh man.
Okay,
Sorry,
what
I am
the?
very tired right now.
Okay, what the F did you just decide to do, that computer?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, it's just being a nuisance. Okay, got that up, that up.
You get to go there, Norelor, or
It's
Yeah.
loading.
loading still? Okay. Do. I keep watching that one person that I sent you there, Aeros, and just like seeing all these really cool swords and shit. It's like so cool. Just seeing him handle those large swords and everything, and just cutting down stuff is really fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do. I'll check him out more when I get the chance. So. Let's see. Trying to remember what else there might be or so for this place. Not too much from what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. Do. Okay, well, while Norelor is loading up her character sheets, Paarth, did you have an idea of what you were wanting to do in your turn, or no?
Yippers. So,
The computer just doesn't really like.
I'm sorry?
wow, even her speech bubble's empty. Say that again, Ren.
15.
15. Oh, 15 for the DC. Okay. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it does meet it and beat it. So the Sacred Flame will not go through.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll go back.
All right. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Not at the moment.
All right. And with that, it'll go on over to Paarth's turn. So.
Yee. So I see Norelor has moved back. So for me to do this sensibly, yeah, of course I can do this. So Paarth will take a 5-foot step out. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast this is skeleton and this is skeleton. And
Yes.
for both
and then
of them,
there's also
yeah, there's one guy
Okay.
behind him and one guy behind him. For both the skeletons
so
I'm
you want to-
targeting, they're both going to have the push effect, which means if they do get pushed back, they're going to get pushed back into their buddy.
all right. Go for it.
I believe it's a... Yep, 7 to my roll. So here's the first bolt. Nope, that's a complete failure.
Nope.
And second bolt. 15 to hit on the second bolt.
The second one will hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I keep forgetting my charisma score. 4. $13 damage, plus him being knocked back into his buddy behind him.
Well, that is exact lethal. So this dude in the far back, you blast him to smithereens, and his body does like knock against the dude behind him. So let me go ahead and see if he is prone or anything like that. Okay, he will not be prone, but he will take some bludgeoning damage.
Yep, he
Which
basically
is
had a bunch
something
of
skeletons do
bones
not
thrown at his face.
Yes, so he'll take 3 damage.
Okay,
And, yeah.
with that, Paarth will go 5, 10, 15, 20, and about face.
All right. If that is the case, then the skeleton that did just get hit, he will go. And he will try and move closer. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And as soon as he makes it to the hallway, he... Yeah, I'd say that he's within the range of that too. So he needs to make a saving throw of 15. No, he fails. So go ahead and roll your damage there, Norelor.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
nice little 7 damage.
Okay. He is still up. And with that, you see that he's going to attempt to pull out a short bow and attempt to shoot Norelor. Let's go ahead and see.
Well.
That is a 14.
And no, that does not hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
All right.
a flinch, sir.
Yes. Now it is Valkin's turn.
Alright. So, let's see here. Alright, I'm going to... Eldritch Blast seems like such a waste for him there, but oh well. Bonus action move Hex over to him there, just because.
Well, so since you didn't kill your prior target, you'll have to use a spell slot to actually cast it again.
That's right. And now I know why the slimes behaved erratically.
Oh?
To steal my spell. Standard Eldritch Blast then.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
First and second. Alright. And do they hit?
Let's see. Sorry. I got distracted by something.
Mhm.
Yep, so both of them do hit. So go ahead and roll your total damage.
Alright. First and second. Alright. So that is a total of 18 damage to him.
That skeleton is dead again. As you just blast him to smithereens.
I hear this little as the bones fly everywhere.
Yeah. It does like the like the skeleton like characters from Mario where they do like the
Yep.
Alright, anything else?
Let's see here. Then I will go ahead and just move back over here and then have Hoots come and play the distracting owl over top Norelor for additional chances for her to be missed.
Alright.
Quick,
Sounds good.
distraction owl.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and if that is the case, then it is now another skeleton warrior's turn. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It needs to make another saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It fails.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage again.
3d8.
I will never not love this blender.
It is an excellent spell.
That's a lot of damage. And a lot of
He's dead.
radiant damage.
He is dead.
Yeah, I imagine the skeletons are weak to radiant.
They're not weak to it. It's just that they don't have a lot of health. So you're just kind of taking them out. That's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now that's a lot of damage.
It is.
Yeah.
Vlad, it's your move.
This is why I'm loving the lawnmower idea for just riding Paarth into a fray of weak monsters.
So Vlad is gonna keep his eye out for the rest of the area, like looking over each of the other hallways through here. All he's doing, he's just gonna turn one of his ears back a little bit, so he can listen for a potential cue of if he is needed, they can call to him and he will react on the spot. Because by the sound of it, to him, nah, they got this.
Yeah, waste of ammo.
So you're just going to be ready to action to attack any enemies that come into sight in the other direction, huh?
Yes.
All right, sounds good then. So if that's the case, our last skeleton friend over here is going to attempt to do something, which he will make a saving throw on. Oh, he succeeds.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
15, but it's still but it's half damage instead of full damage for him for the spell.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that damage.
So whatever it is, it's halved. 3.
All right, he takes 3 damage. And then, question is, he does still have. Oh no, there's difficult terrain in here. So, the thing he is going to do is he has what looks to be a spear. So he is going to attempt to chuck the spear at you directly. So, let's see if he hits.
And Hoots is distracting, so
No. Nah, you're good. You can go on your turn.
Norelor, take one step back, then take one step forward. Oh yeah, never mind.
What's gonna happen?
We already figured this out. Never mind. You can't be affected by an effect more than once per turn, like per round. We figured that out with the whole moonbeam thing.
Mm.
Yeah. I was gonna have a cast Sacred Flame against him. Against the skeleton.
The undead.
All
Yes.
right. So Sacred Flame, and then let's see.
Oh, he failed.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll that damage. God damn, his skeletons. Like, I know his skeletons are gonna get wiped or so, but it's like I thought at least I'd be able to do something.
Paarth's in the back, trying to like keep tabs. I think that was all of them.
Okay, so he takes 8 radiant.
8 radiant damage. Let's see. He is still up.
Hmm.
Right, does he look like he's near the brink of death?
He is. He's very much the case. I'm just gonna say this. This dude's at like 2 health. So if you want to just wait it out while he gets destroyed at the start of his turn, more than free to do so.
Yeah, it's just going. I think he talks to the team. I think we can let the blender take him in.
There. It would be amusing to see.
All right. So in that case, I'll just say we'll skip past it, and he'll make it to the top of his turn. Unless you like rolled like literally all of ones on your dice, which is very unlikely. He pretty much would just be destroyed.
Yeah,
So.
I'll also just simply state Paarth takes one step forward in front of Norelor. If he somehow survives through it, Paarth has a ready action to just melee it. So
Yeah,
toast.
I did a roll on my end. He wouldn't have gotten it. So yeah, you guys are good to go.
So Paarth does a is it a perception check or a investigation to look for stuff in here?
It'd be investigation.
Okay. Paarth investigates the room full of bone dust.
One moment as I go ahead and switch the music. Actually, switch to dungeon crawl. There we go. Okay, so you're doing an investigation in the room where the skeletons were at. What is everyone else doing?
Apparently, I have a new rider. It's my dice.
And I will take a look in this room over here, the one that I opened the door for earlier.
Mm-hmm. What about the rest of you?
Vladimir is still keeping watch in this main room.
All right. Norelor, what you are you gonna join with Breaker there, or?
Yeah, I was just going to see. Was going to take a quick look around, see if there's like a trap or something, or just if there's anything useful on the shelves.
Yeah.
Sort
Okay.
of deal.
All right.
All right. So, those of you who are checking out the rooms, aka everyone except Vlad, you need to give me an investigation check. And then for Vladimir, give me a perception check to see if there's anything that is going to be lurking around.
Perception.
And Hoots is going to help him there.
So I'm rolling with advantage.
Yes, go ahead and roll advantage.
Okay.
And then
That is a 17.
All right.
okay. And then Norelor and I are working together for investigating this room. Alright, so let's see. So that'd be advantage for either of us.
Well, if you already did 2 separate rolls, then you wouldn't have the advantage. So.
See, I don't think Nenewza and I have rolled at all for investigating this room.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
If you're gonna be doing that, I need someone to one person to do the roll then, and then one person to decide who's gonna help.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. So you got perception from me in my room. You're gonna get a perception from them, and you got
Well,
Vlad.
I need investigation from you there, Dav, not
I rolled it.
perception.
Yes, I gave you my investigation. It's the one I laughed out because the dice is laying on my head.
The +4? Okay.
Yeah.
So 18
Okay.
total for Dav.
Okay. My bad. You said perception, so I was like, wait, no.
No, I asked if
Hold
it
on.
would be perception or investigation. You said investigation, and then I said okay, and then I rolled it.
No, I understand that. It's just, afterwards you said, oh, like, I got my perception check here, and I'm like, I was just double checking to make sure. So,
Yeah.
You good? We good?
Okay. You doodly doos.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then for Norelor and I, one of us is rolling investigation.
Yeah, I have a proficiency in it, so I'm probably the one that investigates.
Go ahead. There. And I will help.
All right, go for it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I guess we're going with the 24 then.
All right. So I would roughly say that as you're kind of searching around or so, it takes roughly about like 7 to 8 minutes. So at this point, I would say Norelor, your spirit guardians will diminish.
Very well. It has a timer on it anyways.
Yeah. So
That's
as
really good
you
use
would,
of them.
it was very good use. I agree. But let me go ahead and pull up the description for both these rooms. I'll start off with Valkin and Norelor. Then I'll go to you, Paarth, and then I'll go to Vlad.
Okay.
So let me grab the descriptions here. Okay. So the office area. So as you kind of search around the room, from the prior description, large stone counter bisects the room with 3 dusty scales made of iron, different cubby holes with lots of different papers. These century-old papers in the cubby holes disintegrate if touched, who does anyone know Dwarvish by chance?
Norelor does.
Okay, so since you know Dwarvish, you can kind of see like some faint markings on some of these papers, indicating like weigh-ins and distributions regarding some of the treasures that may be here. Also, you notice behind the counter sits a locked iron strongbox, which does seem to be locked at this moment, as there's a pretty substantial lock on there. So it looks too heavy to be carried at this point. Though if you do want to attempt to open it, you may do so if you like.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
like
so
Mhm.
so note down what the stuff she's got in Dwarvish and common. Probably a small piece of vanilla with something. And give it to a friend there so he can see what it said.
Yeah, it's nothing like that's really vital to your situation, but mainly it's just like it looks like this would have been like the accounting room or so for most of like if they found any treasures and stuff like that. This is where they would mark it up and everything and document it. Though because the pages are incredibly old, one touch of it is just going to disintegrate the actual paper itself.
Well, she'll probably recognize it in such a fragile state and mention it, saying that we can't grab it for a closer look.
There.
Right.
Let's see. What is this about? Carefully trying to read it.
It's pretty much the same thing like I just said. Just a few scraps of like faint writing that that have records of weigh-ins and distributions. There's really not much else that's there. As some of it's hard to read, but it's faint in general.
Okay. Let's see. Then, well, doesn't look like there's much here still of use, but the strongbox, that is worth looking into. Looking at the lock, does it seem like it's still in good condition or it's deteriorated?
It does look like it actually looks like it's been untouched. Like, there's a lot of dust and everything around it, but for the most part, it looks like it's been generally ignored. Especially seeing that there looks like there might have been some sort of combat down here after quite some time. Doesn't seem like it's been touched at all.
This is interesting that such a box is untouched, though this entire room seems to be largely untouched despite the activity that's happened outside.
Because, well, it could just be mostly monsters. They wouldn't be interested in paper or a lockbox, would they?
Very true. Right. Noticing Norelor kind of looking a little bit closer at the box there. Thinking it might be a trap.
Well, that's what she's trying to investigate.
I would say with your investigation, you don't sense that there are any traps within this room.
Because it's probably safe.
Alright. I'm going to take one of my daggers and see if I can lift the lid.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity check then, if you're going to be attempting to open it. But since this is pretty well locked in, as is like more of like a strong box, you may require thieves' tools in order to open it.
Alright. Let's see. Can you give me a hand here with this? See if you can press, just press the box for leverage.
Alright, yeah, she'll do that. Well, I don't think we're moving it from its current position, right?
There. No, I don't think that will be necessary. So, with that help there, yes or no, for advantage.
Do you have a thieves' toolkit to use with it, or no?
No thieves' tool kit here.
Okay. So I'll say that you have advantage, but the check is definitely going to be like harder, if not like close to impossible. So you can still try. It's just going to be really, really difficult for you.
22.
Yeah, that's no matter how hard you try or so to like use a dagger, get help with it and such, without a proper tool set, it's gonna be like basically impossible to open this thing.
Ask Vlad to get out his hammer and very gently tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yep.
could damage the stuff inside.
There.
True.
Well, this isn't really working. May as well take it down, bring it out into the open. See if there's something else we can do.
You're gonna try and drag it out with you?
Yeah, there. If Norelor and I can both lift it, yes.
How big are we talking this thing?
I think the stuff he mentioned was that it'd be extremely difficult to move that thing around. Am I correct?
Well,
It's-
what's your strength score for both of you?
Here,
Probably not nearly strong enough. It's 12.
here. If I can transform it here, it would be. Let's see, I think it's 16 there, though. Let me check for notes on now that I've unlocked the full version of that. Let's see here. Yeah, still 16 on that. So 16 strength.
Yeah, even with like both of y'all combined, like it's impossible to lift with your strength.
Hmm.
You would
Oh.
basically need like an 18 or so for like both of you pretty much to be able to lift this thing.
Hmm.
And even then you would be like heavily encumbered.
That
I'm
is a
guessing-
very heavy small box.
It's not just like a small box. It's like a safe.
Ah, okay. I'm
Like
looking
made
at
out
this
of like
thing.
pure iron. So it's behind the counter,
Oh.
but it's like yeah.
So, in
Okay,
other words, is there an obvious keyhole and we need to find a key for it, probably?
There is a key lock for it. So if you can find a key for it, or by chance if you see that if you have thieves tools kit, it could be a lot easier to check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was going largely off the visual that was here. This box on top of the desk here.
So it's behind it, but on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a
there.
floor safe, not a small lockbox.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, that definitely would explain the difference in the description and my actions and all of that. There. All right. So, never mind that.
That's why I described it as like a strong box.
Yeah.
Like behind and beneath the counter originally,
Mm.
because it's a larger one, like purely made out of iron. So it's incredibly heavy.
Okay. Okay.
Paarth can open it, but the contents will be well scorched and burned.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get Vladimir in here with this. Hammer, if we cannot find a key for this thing. In one of the nearby rooms. I think that'll be the only way we can open.
Mhm.
Well, there is a room nearby. We can try looking for a key there.
Meanwhile,
As y'all would, yeah. Meanwhile, as it happens, Paarth, as you search the old guard room, you do kind of see like the besides a lot of the upturned furniture and stuff like that, you do actually spot a smaller, more portable, locked chest. Kind of one that looks and it has like the size of those little boxes where like a little mandolin doll is spinning and everything. Like a music box, except it has more like there actually is like it actually is a chest, not anything like that.
yeah,
you
you
don't
you
see it.
just mean like a foot long small lock chest or lock box.
No, it's like a handheld one. So it's like the size of like a portable music box,
Oh, okay.
but it's the chest.
Paarth will inspect that, and is there other things of note in this room?
Most of it's been overturned because of the fallen rumble and degree, so it's not debris. So it's harder to tell. This is the only thing that's really of notice and that is not damaged within this room.
Okay, Paarth will carefully pick up the small chest, making sure that nothing clicks or moves or otherwise as he goes to lift it. And then, assuming nothing happens, he will carry the chest back out towards Norelor and Valkin to see the two of them talking about the much bigger chest.
Mm-hmm. And this is, I would assume, like after like the time of searching and such, is when they would start coming on over to your room and being done with their investigation.
Yep, so by the time they approach, they will see that Paarth is standing in the hallway holding a little chest in his maw.
What do you got there, Paarth?
He'll hand it over to Norelor for her to look at.
And so take a look. Does appear to be locked?
It is locked.
I don't know what could be in here.
Would you like to try to see if you could open it?
I was about to say, Paarth goes, those of you with those fine little fingers of yours, do you think you can open it?
So try to pry the thing open with, if that's all right.
Yeah. You're just gonna do it like bare hand or so, like pry it open.
Could probably use your dagger at least.
I don't think she has a dagger.
She can borrow Valkin, since Valkin literally said he was going to try that on the safe earlier.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we won't have Don for just a little bit. He's grabbing lunch.
All right.
Sounds
so
good.
I'll just go and assume he'll agree to me borrowing the dagger, and I'll try to use that as a lever to aid me.
Okay. I'll still say you can either do this as a dexterity check to be more finesse with it, or you can just go pure strength.
It would be more finesse with her.
All right, go for it.
So just a raw D20.
A dexterity check for you.
Yeah, so just a raw dex check.
Yes.
Let it go. 18.
18. Yeah, unfortunately, even with the other one, even this is a much smaller box or so, the lock is pretty small, so it's hard to kind of get your blade around that, and be able to open it. So you'll have to either find a key or use a more specific tool set for that.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if any of us have a lockpick on us.
Paarth shakes his head. I did not see any keys either. Maybe they're somewhere else down here, but I can't open that thing.
Okay, so put it into the bag of holding for now. At least we can carry this one with us.
Well, all right. Was there anything else that you were trying to do before you met back up with Vlad?
Not particularly. I mean, that's the only thing that was still usable, right? The chest.
Yeah, that was the only other thing that you found was the two chests.
Right.
What weapons were those skeletons using?
It was a combination between. It was a combination.
Just continue.
Yeah, let me describe it. So some of them had a combination between like very rusted short swords, and also spears, in addition to some having short bows.
Spear, is that a reach weapon?
No, it is a more throwable weapon, though. You might be thinking more of a lance.
Maybe. Yeah. Any case, the spear, is the spear entirely metal, or is it like a wooden with only a metal head or something?
It's mainly just a metal head with wood.
Okay, in that case, Paarth will pick up a rusted short sword and put it in his bag. I am
All
gathering
right.
metal objects just in case I need them. So I'm assuming it's just a standard plain Jane rusted metal short sword, right?
Yeah, if you intend to use it, though, it's probably going to be like a -1 for damage and to attack with.
Yeah.
Just because of how rusted and damaged it is. So
Totally fine. The only thing I care about is it is a pointy stick made out of metal.
okay, sounds good. All right. Well, if there isn't anything else, I will toss it on over to Vladimir. But I would keep your characters where they're at right now, because
My apologies.
this would be during your investigations.
I thought that there was nothing much happening. Go ahead.
I haven't explained it yet. So, meanwhile, as you all are doing your investigations, Vladimir, you along with Hoots are just taking a moment to breathe as you're scanning the room a little bit. As some time passes, there's nothing really that kind of happens, except two things. One, you get a sudden kind of chalk against the well, I guess like a finger scrape against the chalkboard sort of like sensation as you hear a familiar sloshing about of a prior enemy that you had fought, as something seems to be like slowly moving in the corridor this way. So you just kind of more hear it from that direction. Nothing really approaches on it.
So it's to me. So it sounds like it's on patrol, but I don't see it.
Exactly.
So
also,
go
sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to let you continue with your description before I said anything.
That's pretty much the most from what you hear of it. It does sound like there is definitely a patrolling going on, which definitely seems a bit more odd regarding your encounter with them, with the slime. But as long as you don't go over there, you seem like you're okay. So,
does it sound like it's getting closer?
Yeah, it sounds like it gets closer, but it's never really within view.
Okay. Then what Vlad would do is he would shimmy himself over to here, just to kind of keep out of sight, but also enough so that he can keep an eye out along here, just in case it decides to make an appearance. But during that time, though, he's going to take a look at the this little contraption that the little old granny gave him.
Yes. With that, I would say, if you wanted to, you could use your analyzing ability with your monocle. It won't require a check to do this, so if you want to use that, you totally can.
Yep. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right. As you focus your monocle on this odd device that a strange old lady from the woods asking about blue cranberries gave to you as a successful mission complete, the scan indicates a lost item of yours that you don't recognize, but it feels very familiar as an essential tool for some of your inquisitions. This device, though not totally functioning right now, is in fact called a plane chaser. So this is a device that, with appropriate maintenance and such, can actually access different gates and allow you to travel to different planes.
We're gonna start messing around with the multiverse?
Well, it's interesting.
Who says we haven't?
That is true. We have at least been on 3 different planes so far.
Yeah. As as the scan does finish and everything, you actually notice that like half of your face is doing like a grin. And before like you can kind of like realize that's the case, you get a splitting headache as a familiar voice kind of rings in your head of just like, "Ah, my little precious device. So nice of you to bring me, along with yourself, and this here. Simply put, you know what I am. So how about we settle this one-on-one?"
Vladimir slowly picks his head up as he tucks the device back away in his pocket. And he's slowly looking around for the source of the sound. Or the source of the voice.
It's not really one that's within the room, but it's almost as if it's like like connecting to you telekinetically. Not telekinetically.
Telepathically.
Telepathically, yes.
So he thinks to himself, where are you?
Why don't you find me then? If he tells you the following information. If you were to follow the slime, as it would be, and just keep going forward, you'll find your way to the end, where I'll be. But you better hurry. My wish at the altar is coming soon.
Vlad squints his eyes. And does it seem like the connection gets severed?
It's still there. Actually, from now that you kind of focus down on it, you notice that it's actually been like you haven't really noticed it right away, but you could tell it's actually been stronger since you entered here. As if it's been there the whole time.
All right. I see a little cave. And he's got this slight scowl on his face.
Don't give me such a look there, friend. We can make this as easy as possible. I can even walk out in the opening for you if you'd like. But you'll have to make sure this is private, of course. As a game wouldn't be so fun.
So... He grumbles for a brief moment. And then... He'll pull out his journal. For the first time throughout this entire campaign, he'll pull out his journal and he'll pull out his inkwell and dip his claw digit in there, and he will scribble something down on a sheet of paper. And after he's done, he'll clean his claw off. He'll put the inkwell away, tear the page out of the journal, tuck the journal away, and he'll kind of do a crumple, and he'll throw the crumpled paper down into the hall, and after that, he looks up to Hoots, because Hoots is nearby, and he'll wave at Hoots to get its attention, then point Hoots back down the hall to where the rest of the party members are. And Vlad is going to start sneaking off.
All right. So, go ahead and sit yourself in this hallway then.
No. No. Vlad is actually gonna probably... Well, he can probably sneak through this hallway. He could sneak through this hallway, but his initial thought process was to go through here first. Just to kind of poke head around here. And see if there's anything down that way.
Yeah, go for it.
Hoots
now, what were you saying, Breaker?
Hoots flips back to the party. There to hoot softly a couple times before immediately returning it over to kind of track Vlad.
And I don't know if the other Vlad can see what he wrote. If that's the case, then I'll say what Vlad wrote. But if not, I'll wait until the paper's actually seen, because he intentionally threw it into that hallway to where it would make a tunk 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 noise as a sheet of paper. Or
into this hallway right here? Or?
No. Into the hall where the rest of the party's at.
Oh.
He threw a message to us.
He would know what it is, so what is the message you're trying to portray? Or provide?
Meet me at the end.
Okay. And then are you, because I know that Hoots is trying to follow you, were you trying to sneak off before that case, or?
Yeah, Vlad was under the assumption that Hoots was just gonna stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna sneak off, and depending on how Hoots does, would determine whether or not Vlad would see it.
Yeah. So Hoots' orders were to stay with you and help to scout for you, and to relay any alerts. Well, he's relayed his alert. He's now back with you.
I don't think Vlad caught that order. I don't think Vlad caught Valkin. I don't think he caught Valkin making that order.
It'd be more of a mental kind of thing in there, because, the familiar and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You could, by chance, as you send Hoots back, sneak off while that occurred, and attempt
Yeah.
to see if you can get away with it.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay. Then I need Hoots to do a perception check, and I need Vlad to do a stealth check.
Normal stealth or advantage stealth?
Because of this, you feel as if there is a bit more of assistance on your end from an unlikely ally. So go ahead and give me an advantage with that there, Vlad.
Oh.
Dang.
Dang, nat 20.
Nat fucking 20, baby!
Alright, let's see if Hoots does better.
Gotta beat that 25, bro.
Yeah, I can't there, because even if I got a 20, he only has +3 to perception.
Yeah. So I would say at that point, go ahead and set yourself up in the hallway that you want to, Vlad. As Hoots is unable to stay with our Volpine. And I think what we'll do, because what we've got, I don't have too much time left until I have to get going to certain things. So how about we call it for today? And then Vlad, if we want to do something for this encounter, and then pick it back up on our final session for this, because we should definitely be able to finish this next session, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, so one more
All
session
right.
after all.
Yes. So,
Mhm.
especially if we're on a Sunday. If we're on a Sunday, we definitely should be able to finish this. So,
Alrighty then. So, you know what that means, chat. Throw your suggestions for a raid in here. Let's see, who do we got on?
yes. Let's see. There might be someone that I want to recommend, because we haven't actually raided off them in a while, but let me double check to see if they're still alive.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've got two recommendations. So number one is my friend Smokey, aka the gaming Malmut, who's doing a special event on his end. It looks like it is day 2 of the World War Pokemon stuff. Worldwide. Why did I say World War? Oh my god.
World
That'd be
War
goofy.
P.
World War P. And then also my friend Zubbernaut is playing Fields of Mistra. So
Let's see, I don't have anyone standing out in my rating list here, so let's see. Why don't we go with my friend there and who's doing a special event today?
okay, sounds good then. I will go ahead and send in their name into the chat then, and we'll call it for today, everybody. As we'll see what happens within the ending of this campaign. I'm very excited now. I'm actually more excited going into this now.
Yeah.
I will give you a preview there that when Valkin picks up the paper in there and notices that Vladimir has eluded Hoots, he's going to be rather cross with him.
Yes. But I would probably say, at the very least, it's not going to be something noticeable until, like, pretty much the end of your investigation. So that'll be fun to deal with. But with that, everybody, I do appreciate you guys for hopping on in for this session, players and people watching and lurking as we go.
Mhm.
We're going to raid over to my friend Smokey over here, who is playing some Pokemon and just checking out some Pokemon stuff for new updates. So let's give him a big warm welcome and stay a little while to give some extra support. And I don't have a raid message today, but I do have raid emotes, which are always lovely to use.
Yeah.
All right, and for me, the raid message is, the shadows have come to play. And so, everyone, have a very good rest of your day here, and we will catch you all for the conclusion to this very long-awaited campaign here.
Oh yeah, for
Enjoyed,
sure.
but wow, it's taken a lot longer than we thought.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Also, real quickly before you guys go, if you enjoy Magic the Gathering content, I am going to be doing some cover stuff for Bloomborough tomorrow. So I hope you guys have yourself a great day.
Okay, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.